Ooh, there's the chat. Hey guys. All right. I guess I had the chat up from last time. You know, I could leave this on the screen if you guys like it. I'll throw it down there. Hello, everybody. Oh, we have a lot of people in here, don't we? Sorry. Wasn't looking. Hey, Kristen, James, Jenna, Marie, Scarborough. Hey, KK. Rebecca. Ladies Fright is here too. Oh, hey, Beardo. How you doing? Alexis. Rob. Hey, Ken. There's Ken. Jenna. Did I get everyone? Oh, hi, everyone. All right. How is everyone's night going? Yeah, I added this. It's actually fuchsia. So, like, in real life, it's more pink, like pinky purple. But like cameras, they can't. So I didn't know this because I was like trying to figure out the mix of color that I should do. So I started like researching it, and cameras pick up red more, and cameras will mute pink and purple if there's red in the scene, especially if there's red. So like it was like all my research was telling me that because I kind of wanted to do this like black raspberry, the sort of like raspberry color. And they were like, yeah, just make it darker because the camera's not going to be able to pick up the pink and the purple anyway. But then I dyed it and I was like, I don't know, it's kind of fun. Like, I know in real life it looks a lot different, but I'm like, I think it's a fun color for now. Maybe I'll go with the darker option, but I wanted to go with the lighter option first to see what it would look like. So, but yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, how is everyone tonight? I think everyone's just been saying hi, right? Yes. Hello. And 5:30 p.m. in Florida. Yeah, it's 6:30 here. Wait, 5:30 in Florida? Isn't Florida East Coast? Aren't you at the same time as me? I like the higher pitch tone people do when they see me. Oh, hey, Beardo, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Oh, man. Cocoa and marshmallows are helping you, but you're kind of bummed out. Oh, that sucks. But you know, hot cocoa and marshmallows are good. KK is addicted to hot cocoa with caramel toffee or whatever in it. I used to have baby cotton candy pink and fuchsia highlights. Yeah, like this is a fuchsia color, so like I was like the picture that I wanted, like it looked kind of cool, but I'm like, okay, I'm doing this myself. So I was like, I can't do all those highlights that are necessary for my one picture. So I thought, because I saw the fuchsia on the shelf and it's Schwarzkopf, which I like Schwarzkopf because when I worked in the salon, like that was the good product. And usually it doesn't dye my skin. And like, to be honest, there is some red here, but red stains easily. If this was any other dye, you guys don't understand how much red there was on me. If this was any other dye, it would not be like this is pretty good. I forgot to put cream on to stop the staining, but there's like a stain here somewhere. Or, I don't know. Anyway, it'll go away on the next shower. So Schwarzkopf is always really good for that. And Schwarzkopf doesn't use like ammonia and stuff. So like it's a safer dye as well. So I saw the fuchsia on the shelf and I was like, this is kind of fun. I'm like, you know what? I need to change because I'm feeling just like this winter has been rough, man. Like the fibros sucked. This weather sucks. I feel like crap. And it's just like my mom's workers here, so excuse any noise. Oh no, it's her. Oh, hold on one sec. I have to be right back. Alright, sorry I'm back. I swear, it's like living with a freaking baby. Constantly being interrupted. Sorry I missed all the chat. I don't know what's happening in chat, so I apologize, because always when there's an emergency, it's always when I'm sick or trying to work. Every freaking time. So I don't get anything done. There's coconut. Is there coconut in the Tim Hortons hot cocoa? I don't think so. I think it's just normal hot cocoa. But you got the caramel. You had the caramel shots in it. I'll give you swollen lips. It has coconut? I'm not aware that there was coconut, really? Huh. Schwarzkopf dark cherry black was terrible. Really? I use it all the time. The black never stains my skin. Schwarzkopf has never stained my skin ever. Yeah. Red bleeds on everything. Yeah, I mean, red does bleed. Like if you do any dyes with any sort of red in it, you're going to get more staining than any other dyes. So like, yeah, the red cherry might have a bit more staining, just like I have more staining here, right? But like I was covered in red, so it's honestly not too bad. So it's interesting to see how makeup needs to be done on shows and movies and show up to what that looks like in person. Yeah, like if you saw like TV makeup in person, it would look like cakey. Like it would look like they're wearing like a layer of like, I don't know, acrylic paint. Like you can see it, you know? Yeah. But yeah, so like the camera, my phone camera picks up the color a bit better, but I think it's because technology in the phones is better. But yeah, this camera here, it's very red, and I did try to mess with some of the settings, and I've turned down, I don't know, I turned on the auto white balance because I was finding that was looking a little bit better. And then it suggested that I should have like light on top of my head, so there's overhead light, and I have like smart bulbs, so I did like 5% light on top of my head for it, which helped a little bit better too to see the different red and stuff in it. So that was weird. The whole chat cut out for a few minutes. The chat, I mean, I was gone because my mom had an emergency, of course. So, and there's the neighbors. Okay, I'm trying to stream and just everything is happening all at once. Like, why? I don't understand why they have to like bounce on the floor like they do constantly. Yeah, I mean, obviously I bleached this. There's no way that this would have happened if I didn't bleach it. So I had to bleach it. So yeah, I bleached it. I did a couple foils in it to just do like the small kind of like small bits of red that you see show up here, you know. And then I didn't really like, because I have like a side bang, so I didn't really like the way it was in the side bang, so I ended up bleaching it again, more like a thick piece, kind of like a money piece, thick piece, because I kind of like the thicker piece in the front anyway. So but yeah, when I did it with my part down the middle. So this side has like less when I do the side part, but I like the way it looks with the side part after I did it down the middle. So, and then I just like trimmed my hair a bit, did my own haircut. I mean, I've cut my hair myself for like ever. The first time I went for a paid haircut since like, I don't know, before like COVID, it was like last December was the last time that was the, I've just been like cutting my own hair. So yeah. Did you hear did you hear the neighbors finally? Yeah, they bang around constantly, man. I've like learned to sleep through everything at this point, because if I don't, like, I will not get sleep. And their dogs are always barking. That's the other thing too. I'm orange red. I don't enjoy it, but people pay money for it. Orange red, like your hair. You can also like use toner to kind of adjust the coppery tones, which I did use a bit of toner in the bleach after, but like honestly the copper makes the red stick better, so I don't mind it. Just did the bang trim while you were there. Yeah, I know when you came, I didn't even want a haircut because I'm like, oh, the last girl cut my hair too short. She took too much off, right? So like my hair goes down. I mean, I have long hair, but I had it longer, and then she cut a bunch of it off, and I told her I just wanted face framing layers. And then I'm like, take like this piece, from behind your ears. This is a separation thing. Make this all framed and leave the rest long. And I said, I don't care about it like blending. I don't want the blend. She ended up blending it because every hairdresser I've ever asked to do this cut never does it right. They always blend it. And when they blend it, she left like the amount of hair that was my natural length was like, I don't know. It was like this much hair that she left long. And I'm like, that isn't what I wanted. I wanted my whole back head long. And it's just like, they never listen. They really never listen. So, so I'm like, I'm trying to grow my hair out, and I didn't like what the other girl did. But the other girl did do like a really nice head massage and shampoo, and that really helped with like my migraines for a couple days. So that's why when KK was here, I was like, I want to go get a head massage shampoo. And we went to that place. It wasn't as good as the other place I wanted to take you to, but the other place I wanted to take you to, they only have like one stylist on staff at all times. Like they rarely have multiple, so they couldn't do us together. So, Beardo, you have natural jet black hair, just like I was born and raised. Beardo, though, when you had your hair, like you had the gray silver hair, and then you went and had it cut, and it was like all done up, and it was very shiny, and it looked really good. I liked it. It looked really good. I haven't had a haircut in 10 years. Yeah, like I just sort of like cut, because you want to cut your ends. Otherwise your hair, like if you get a split end, it starts traveling up the hair. So you need to cut your ends every like, I don't know, every like 6 months or something. I do, but like, I mean, I don't really get split ends too much, but like, you know what I mean? You really want to trim the ends off every once in a while. So I just do the butterfly cut at home, and it doesn't affect any, like, it just like trims the ends off. It doesn't look awkward. It's not like, you can just do it yourself kind of thing. So yeah. Yeah. Like I just do my own hair, to be honest. It's like, if I go into a salon, cause my hair's long. So if I go into a salon, they charge me extra to do a long cut. And then if I wanted to go in and get foils, like they would have charged me extra because my hair's long. So I'm like, I'll just do it myself. And yeah, they're not perfect because I can't see my head properly, but but I know what I'm doing because I did work in a salon for like 2 years, 3 years. I can't remember. I think it was 3 years. Yeah. Beardo says, when I was told the short gray hair made me look grown up, I rebelled. Screw you adults. The black looks good too, but no, yeah, like your silver was so shiny. It looked really nice. And that's thing, like I wanted to color my hair too, because I was like, every time I'm editing my videos, I'm like, my head is blending in too much with everything back there. And I'm trying to remove the background or pictures, like stills and stuff. And then it keeps catching like over here and over there. It doesn't know where my head is. So I was like, okay, I want to put like a bit of color in. Although I have a chair for recording, so this goes away. So I stop having that problem. But I just honestly have not wanted to deal with picking up this chair and moving it out, because this is a really heavy chair and it's annoying to get out. So it's a pain in the butt. Yeah. Oh, hey, Joe. My damn hair is always silky soft. Yeah. I want to try the butterfly cut you showed me. Just need the spoons first. Yeah, like, and if you do the butterfly cut, I find it's easier to gather your hair into the ponytails when it's dry. And then once you have it in the ponytails properly, then you want to wet it, because you want to wet it for haircut. And then you want to do a point cut. So like what you do essentially, I don't know, haircut lessons. Okay. So like you have this, right? And then what you do essentially is, okay, let's make it short. And then you want to cut it like on the points of the hair, because if you do that, then you don't have to try to get like a like straight line. If you do point cut, it adds texture to it, but it also makes it not look funny. It makes it so it doesn't look like your haircut is messed up or anything. So yeah. Bought new scissors because I thought about trying that butterfly cut too. I don't want to F it up. Honestly, you really can't. You can't mess it up. Like it's honestly a cut that you can't mess up if you do the ponytail method. Now, if you have long hair and you want to keep it long, do the butterfly cut and just do a trim with the ends. Don't cut your whole ponytail off. You just trim off however much you want to trim off. So if you have long hair, you want to do the butterfly cut. And if you have short hair, then you want to do the wolf cut, which is the one ponytail brought to the front. And the wolf cut is very layered and stuff, and it looks really pretty, but it is definitely more for short hair. So the butterfly cut is like a more even cut, and it's for more longer hair. Yeah. Where's Miss Kitty? Yeah, she's in my mom's room, so she's I don't know. She gained a bit more weight again, and I don't know, I think it's just because like I was transferring over to this new food, and we've been trying to figure out like how to get her to eat the better food and stuff, because she's been refusing it. And I think she gained like a couple pounds or like a pound or something, because I can kind of see it. She's like, looks like she's gained. I know she's lost a lot, but it looks like she's gained back. And then she was having trouble jumping up onto beds again. She's like, okay. I'm like, so I think she's mad at me currently because I'm not giving in to her demands for temptations. I gave her like 4 temptations today, and she had 1 tube, and she wants more temptations, so she's mad at me. I tried to give her tube to like get her to sit with me when I was recording, and she ran away. So okay. So the bribe didn't work. So she's mad. Yeah. She's mad at me. I have feathered ends and a V cut, not dead straight across my back. Then wolf cut and butterfly cut will be perfect for your hair. That's exactly the haircut. It's feathered ends. If you do the point cut, that'll give you the feathered ends as well. But if you do the wolf cut, that'll give you like the layers, the like 1970s kind of like, look, but it's all across your head. It's not just the face, right? But butterfly or wolf cut is good for that, for sure. Yeah. Does it work for mullets too? It would, to be honest. It does actually. 'Cause what it does is it evens out the way it hangs on your back. So it's not going to be a straight cut. It evens it out. So it's kind of like a circle, like it's kind of like, it's not obvious circle. It's like slightly, yeah. There's more politics with cats. Yes. Yeah. She is currently, she's currently mad at me. We should get some advice on finding hairdressers that work with autistic people. I mean, I think it's really just trying to, you just like, even it's hard to find a good hairstylist to begin with. You know what I mean? So yeah, you just gotta look around. If it's children, there usually are specialty places that deal with kids. Like there are in my city, at least. So maybe not in yours, but. Oh, hey, Paranormal Brew. Hey, Taryn. How's it going? Yes, and happy holidays to everybody. Yes. My 20-year-old son has a long mullet. Yeah, they're making a comeback. I've noticed a lot. There's a lot of people that have them. I'm in Ontario, Canada. Yeah, like there are like these kid cut places, and they usually have somebody there who's good at dealing with like autistic kids and things like that. It's like I don't know, like there's a place in my city, and they like the chairs are like there's like spaceships and I don't know, buses, cars, like it's really cute. Mm-hmm. So I'm not hallucinating mullets. No, they're making the 1980s is making a comeback right now. I've noticed. The like younger generation is into the 80s stuff. There's a lot of people like doing the retro, or they're like, I don't know. I'm saying like too much. I've noticed it. Sorry. No, for me, autistic adults kind of scared of the. She's just super overwhelming to me. I don't know how to have a good haircut. I mean, if you're talking about like the location, then find someone that works out of their house, because then you'll be the only client there. So I'm one of those people, or at that age now, I don't care what style comes back. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing it. Yeah, no, I know I'm the same way too. Although I was watching this. Okay, I was watching this thing. Someone did a video essay on. There's this like red pillar goth guy. I hate him. He spreads messages of hate. So I mean the bad hate, you know. He's like the, you know, red pill guy. What's his name? Let me find his name again. Jake Monroe. I watched a 3-hour video about him while I was like doing my makeup today, because my makeup kept going wrong. So it took me 3 hours to fix. And where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the girl that was presenting it was saying like there's all these different kinds of goth now, and people like organizing goth based on different things. Like you have like categorizations of goth, and there's categorizations of like hippies, and like everyone's categorizing stuff. So I'm like, okay, because even when I left high school and when I started working, and then I went to college, and then I was working a professional job, I didn't consider myself dressing goth. I'm like, okay, I gotta like tone down, right? Because I was working corporate, but I was technically corporate goth, because that's a thing that is category now. And I'm like, oh, that's how I dressed when I was working corporate. So I'm like, now I'm kind of an in between of like, I don't know. I think I still do a bit of corporate look to me, but I do more makeup and a little bit more fun stuff, but I don't do too crazy. I could go more crazy because I am on YouTube, like people like stuff like that, right? So, but I don't think I can do the painting my face white thing anymore. The amount of makeup, the way it feels on my face, like I don't think I can do that anymore. Yeah. Yeah, someone that works out of their hair is a good chance for like a quiet environment, for sure. You just got to keep trying him until you find a good hairstylist, or just do it yourself. I mean, I just do everything myself. Oh, hey Dust, how's it going? In places quiet and think you figure out what about it overwhelms you about the experience. You can look for options which to handle it. Yeah, like there's different places that might be available, but there's a lot of people that work out of their house, and the girls that work out of their house are usually better because they take their time with you and they listen better. And they're usually pretty talented, I've found anyways, in my city. The ones that work out of their house, like they're working out of their house because they were able to leave the actual brick and mortar locations because they developed a client list. So they're usually actually better than the ones that you're going to get at the salon. So I used to be a goth guy, liner in the works. Yeah, Beardo, I could see that. I could see it. Yeah. We have a friend that comes by to cut your hair. Oh, that's the other thing too. There are people that like, I get sugaring done. You know, it's like waxing, but it's actually a better option, and it's better for your skin and your hair. And the girl comes to my house. When KK came here for the visit, I was going to get it done like the week before KK showed up. And I was like, well, why don't I just put it off and then you can get it done? Because KK's never had it done. And I was like, then you can experience, like, because she's good. So I was like, then you can experience someone who does it correctly. And then when you go back to California, you'll be able to figure out if they suck or if if they're good. Right? So, yeah. I go to my hairdresser's house. Yeah, I mean, most hairdressers prefer to be out of their house because they have their sink there, and no one has a sink that you can do your hair in at home. But there are ones that will come by and they'll just wash your hair if they need to wash your hair. Otherwise, like, they'll just do a cut from your house. So there are people that do that. Yeah. How do you find people that work in their homes? If you're in Ontario, right, just look on like Kijiji and like Facebook Marketplace and stuff. Like, just kind of look for their ads because they'll usually like post somewhere, or like join like a local group for your city on Facebook or something and see if there's like any hairdressers anyone recommends, or any hairdressers that work in there, things like that. Kind of reach out. Hey, Mark, Beardo, a goth, learn something new every day. LOL. Yeah. I was like, I don't really consider myself really too gothy anymore because I don't go as crazy as I used to. But then I was like I was on Kenny's show the other week and I was like, oh, I used to be goth when I was growing up. He's like, used to be? He's like, aren't you now? And I'm like, okay, I guess I am. Hey, Scarborough, 2 months. Here's to many more. Yeah. Thank you guys for the memberships as well, Mark and Scarborough. Sugaring, I'm sweet enough. Oh God, Beardo. You wouldn't be able to handle it, man. You have like thick, coarse hair and you've probably never had a wax. So I went to a different nail salon last week and a woman walked in with her kids and a baby. Kids are screaming, crying, and the staff were so rude. Yeah. I mean, it depends where you go. Cause like, honestly, I worked at a salon for a long time and the parents would leave their kids there while they would like wait in line for their turn, and they would like leave their kids there and expect us to babysit them. And like that happens a lot. So like when it comes to salons and beauty things, it happens a lot. So you might find that people working there get annoyed when they come in with like kids that are in the midst of freaking out or whatever, because you'd be surprised how much they try to pawn their kids off on us a lot. It is a problem. Hey, Marie, thank you for the membership to a better 2026. Yeah, here's hoping, man, honestly. Mark, the kids called me goth boy for years. Yeah, people used to call me Marilyn Manson, and I'm like, okay, I know nowadays he's problematic. Whatever, we're not going to get into that. But he was like my number one artist that I listened to. I love Marilyn Manson. I read his book. I had his autobiography. Like, I had everything. I collected like LPs and stuff. Like, so I was like, okay, like, you're going to call me Marilyn Manson. That's fine. I'd listen to him all the time. I did all the different Manic Panic hair dyes. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't do any of that. Like, so I've always been like not wanting to bleach the crap out of my hair. So my hair's always been I was black hair for the most part, black. But once in a while, I would get the urge to want to be blonde. So I would strip my hair and go blonde. But my hair would always bounce back really nicely. However, I think that's because I didn't bleach it very often. I only ever deposited color. So came for the stories and the psychic bashing, stayed for the hairdressing tips. Yeah. Yeah, Ken. Thank you for the membership. My hairdresser friend posted today about people. If your kid is sick, do not bring them to have their hair cut. Yeah, like, I know it's mean. I know it may come across mean, but you would be surprised how much they treat any beauty location as like a weird, like, I don't know. It's like either we're a babysitter or they treat us like it's their home and they just start picking up stuff. They do this, they do that. They start grabbing scissors. Like, it's like, hello, your kid's going to get hurt. One kid tried to like drink the blue stuff that was in a cup, like, it's to disinfect. It's like, no, stop. And then the parents don't do anything. The issue isn't really the kids, it's the parents, right? Because those parents are coming in like that. They don't stop their kid from touching scissors or razors that are sitting on the table. They don't stop their kid from knocking everything over. Like, it's just, it's kind of like, you probably had a bad moment, but they were driven to insanity, because it happens a lot. It's like, I worked in a lot of other retail and other things like that, and beauty is like the worst one. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to change the chat. Hold on. I have to put live chat on because some people said that they were chatting the other day and I didn't see them in the live. So I have to turn on live chat instead of top chat. And I keep forgetting to do that. So if I haven't seen your chats, I do apologize. But yeah, that's how to fix it. So me being a Manson fan, I'm really upset. My birthday again, Christian mom a few years ago, she was so happy to say, told you. Well, okay. You know what, Beardo, I will send you. There's an explanation for a lot of stuff. I'll send you a message to explain it. I don't want to say it publicly because I need to back it all up. If I'm going to say it publicly, I need references. I need to show it to everybody, but I'll just send it to you privately later. So it's not me. We just see the kids all the time. We don't have them yet. Just dogs right now. Yeah, dogs are fun. Go to salons, me time. If I had human kids, they'd be staying home. Yeah, that's what we're like. Why don't you? Yeah, it's the salon stories. The thing is, it was still, there was crazy times and there was fun times. And the thing is, like, when I was in high school, I didn't hang out with many girls because a lot of the girls were like preppy. I was like a goth. There wasn't very many goth girls. And then the few girls I did hang out with, they were like backstabby and things were like messed up. So I kind of got like a little bit weary about being around girls because I guess I didn't really know at the time, but like they were pick-me girls, which I know about now. So they were a little bit rough in high school. So I stayed away from making friends with women and I just kind of like made friends with men because it was easier. So, and I think the chat just froze. Hold on. Let's see. It's just OBS is acting up. OBS is being weird. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, so then when I started working at the salon, then I started hanging out with women, and we're like adults now. But like salon women are more fun. We're gossipy. It's gossipy, but it's not pick me attitudes. And it was fun. And then when I stopped working at the salon, I actually really missed like the female energy because I removed that from my life. So then I was seeking out like female friends after that because I really missed the salon. Yeah, it's just, I have chat on OBS and it's on my screen up here and it just, sometimes it messes up. It just freezes for some reason. So I just like opened up the YouTube thing to double check. So, yeah, women can be bitchy and two-faced. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I thought that a lot and it came from high school because they were pick-me girls and I didn't really know, like, they were like trying to date guys. Like a lot of what they were doing was about guys. They were trying to impress guys. They're trying to date a guy. They're trying to do whatever. Right. And I just was like, I didn't really understand it. I understand now what was going on, but I didn't understand it then. Hey, Pomp. Hey, Dragon. And so, yeah, when I got older, I just kind of still kept avoiding girls because I thought that they were just like mean. But then when I started working in the salon, I'm like, oh, okay, like we can be adults now, but the salon ladies, there was gossip. We gossiped a lot. It was fun though, but it got catty at times. There was always like some drama going on, but the cattiness was like about the hairstyling. It wasn't actually about like personal stuff. It was about work stuff. So But I missed it. I missed the female energy after I left there, and then so I had a few like female friends and stuff, but a bunch of them died. I don't know. Like, I know it's sad. Like, my best friends died. So, when I was like 24 or something. So sadly, not really anyone else around. I had like another friend too, but during COVID, she had stroke and a bunch of other things. She has MS. So now she's in a wheelchair and she's just, like stuck at home and she just doesn't like look well. And takes a lot of energy for her to do anything or even like talk to anyone, so it's a little bit tough. And then my other best friend that I had like literally disappeared, and I feel like she was maybe in an unsafe marriage because she has disappeared off the map. I don't know what happened to her. So I talked to her sister. I was like, hey, can you give your sister my number? Because she like wiped herself from social media and everything. And I was like, what happened? Like, I'm assuming there's something weird happened because like she completely removed herself from the internet. So yeah. So I don't know where she is. And then the other one that I had, I realized that she was pick me, and I was constantly chasing after her to like quit being such a crappy friend. But we grew up together and we were like sisters. But then I realized that like once we got old enough that boys were involved, she changed a lot. But we kept like chasing the old way. But so now, yeah, now it's like I have all my best friends are like not near me. So now it's like one in West Virginia. I think it's West Virginia, right? KK. And then one in there's Dust. There's actually a few in two in California, KK, and then Jilly as well. So those are like my three best friends. So just sadly, they're not like here. So yeah, that's sort of where we are. Oh yeah, and then I'm good friends with you guys too. Like we have Taryn and Kristen and Stevie and Chris and Vic, and we all kind of talk a lot, like every day. So yeah. Yeah, I love you too, Darren. Yeah. Once again, new password, I'll come see you. Oh yeah, that'd be fun. That would be fun. Yeah, like, and that's the thing. It's like, I don't know, just everything. Like, it's a weird, yeah, it's a weird path that I took to be here, I guess. And I just finished the video that I just filmed. Is I'm doing like a part 2 or 3 to my Growing Up Psychic series. So I just filmed that. So I was kind of just doing a couple hours of just rambling and reflecting on my life. And I decided what I'm going to do is just every year, I'm just going to do like a follow-up video to me deconstructing from, I don't know, my childhood beliefs, I guess. So it sucks being so far from you. I'd be over all the time. We were closer. Yeah, I mean, KK, if me and KK were closer, we would just be like always hanging out. So yeah. I became disabled. All my friends disappeared. Well, yeah, that's what happens, right? And that's where like I had my friend who passed that I did ghost hunting with. We had a rocky friendship. Like we knew each other since we were 7. And so I met her when I met my best friend, who was like my sister. Like we all grew up together. And so we were friends. And then she kind of like she's kind of like a mean girl a little bit. My friend who passed, who's my ghost hunter friend. It's just, puberty, we do dumb shit. She was mean to me. She like said some horrible things to me. I did some horrible things to her as revenge. But then eventually we just like made up. As we got older in adulthood, we just started hanging out and we got over our shit, right? And then what ended up happening was she ended up getting hurt. She did something. She hurt her back or something happened and she couldn't go out and see people. And it was like at the age where people were clubbing and like whatever else. And just nobody would come visit her. And so I was messaging her on Facebook. She's like, I'm so sad. Like nobody wants to see me anymore because now I'm a burden and people have to come visit me and I can't go see them and nobody wants to come here. So I was like, oh, well, that's stupid. So I'm like, I'll just come see you. So then I started hanging out with her a bunch. Then she started doing better. And then we started doing ghost hunting and stuff together. So we did that for a while. Yeah. Hey Flurry, have you seen the pet psychic videos going around? There's been pet psychics for a long time, so I'm not sure which videos you mean, but there's a lot of them. So Matt would get tired of us. Yeah, KK, he would probably get annoyed. Yeah. My girlfriend had a school enemy, I guess, who hadn't liked her since kindergarten. Her mom finally convinced her she's being stupid a couple years after graduating high school. Oh, is Susan here? Oh, hey, Susan. Oh, hey, I'm just seeing you. Okay. Hey. Yeah, like when we're younger, we do dumb things. Like girls do dumb things. We're very influenced by like TV and culture to act a certain way, to get a man to like, yeah, we're dumb when we're young, you know? I think social mobility is a big deal. It is, yeah. And that's what ended up happening with my friend who did the ghost hunting. Like just people stopped hanging out with her because they had to come see her. And before she was coming and seeing them. So I'm like, if nobody could take their time to come see you at all, then you were the one putting in all the effort to these relationships. You know what I mean? So it's like, if they never ever went to your house to come see you, like that's shitty. You know, that's a shitty friend. So yeah, I ended up like going to visit her a bunch, and then she started, feeling better. But that's the thing. When you look back on it, when that happened to her, that was when her tumor started growing. Like looking back on it, it's like that's why she was feeling like crap. That's why her back, she thought they were like, oh, it must be a disc thing. But I think it was when her tumor started growing, because it was like her tumor got so big, the doctors were ignoring her. They kept saying that she just had gas. She looked like she was 9 months pregnant. It was a tumor on her uterus. And it was like the biggest tumor ever removed from uterus. It beat like records and stuff when they finally removed it. So it was a few years of growing there. But yeah, looking back on it, it's like that was when her tumor first started growing, and her doctor just wasn't taking her seriously or doing anything. So sadly, yeah, it's just things like, and that's why she died, because the doctors didn't take her seriously to begin with. They waited until it was like way too big. And then it just kind of went down from there. So a man's best friend is his mom. Ooh. Girls don't really like dating, if you have a boy mom, we don't want that. Girls will run away from that. You're not going to get a girlfriend if you have a boy mom. So just work on that, you know. A man's best friend should be a dog, not his mom. Oh man, one of my friends has a tumor like that removed too in her belly. She's okay now. Yeah, it's the thing, like when they removed it, it actually removed successfully, and it was all contained. Like there was like this sac thing, and they were like, you're good. But they're like, listen, they didn't see any of it escape out into her body. It all stayed. But they were like worried that something could have escaped, or like they were just worried that there was something there. So they said either you can do chemo and radiation as a preventative to make sure that we got everything, or we can test your lymph nodes to see if it's spread anywhere else in the body. But here's the thing. Oxygen can activate cancer cells. So she was fine. And she opted for the lymph node test because she didn't want to take a year off of college, to do the chemo. Because like she was like, oh, that's going to make me sick. It would be a year because she'd have to start for the next year because the way the semesters are. So she didn't want to take a year off. She would have survived if she did the chemo. But because she did the lymph node test, her lymph nodes, all the tests came back, no cancer. She died a week later. And it was like stage 4 or something. Like it activated the cancer. And it immediately went into overdrive and killed her in like a week or two. It was crazy. Yeah. So like, I mean, if I ever get presented, I guess that situation, I'd be like, I'm just going to do the chemo. Don't do the lymph node test. So we didn't know that was a thing. Like we learned about that after. So, I'm a typical mommy's boy. You think, yeah, women run away from if you have a boy mom. The cancer screening is horrifying. Sugar one lights up the cancers and activates it too. Yeah, like essentially that's everything I heard is like all the ways that they test the lymph nodes and they do all this cancer stuff, it can activate cancer. So like you're better off to do the chemo and the radiation. Even though it seems scary, but it's like you're gonna survive that. But if you go for like the lymph node test, there's a high chance it activates it all. And she had no time to fight the cancer. Like it was immediately at like stage 4. It just like, it was crazy. So like she would have been fine if she did the chemo and radiation. So yeah, sadly, it was like very quick. It was super quick. We did not know that it was going to be like this. So I saw a new channel called Voices from the Grave. Looks like a Discovery reject. Curious what you think about it. What is it? Are they doing like ITC stuff? The ITC channels are out of control. I think they're all like garbage, man. They're all such like horrible ambulance someone did recently, what's his name? Is it Rob Reiner? Am I remembering correctly? I think it's Rob Reiner. I can't remember the name of the channel. I know a bunch of people have been talking about it though. Right, Rob Reiner. It's Hope Paranormal, and they did ITC stuff, and it was gross. Like it's completely disrespectful. Yeah. Chemo gets a bad rap. I did it every week for months. It felt icky, but I did it. Probably saved my life. Please do what your doctor recommends. I did radiation afterwards. Yeah, I know. It's like you are scared. Like chemo and radiation is scary. And if that never happened to my friend, I would have probably been like, yeah, just test my lymph nodes. Like if I was in that position. But now that I've seen that, now that I learned about like that test can activate cancer, I'm like, oh, okay, well then you're better off doing chemo and radiation. So, but yeah, Voices from the Grave. Let's see, Voices from the Grave. Like it sounds like an ITC channel, to be honest. What even is this? Why is he, what is Snowden? What does that mean? This channel is confusing me. The Snowden house? I don't know. I'll have to look at that. Alright. What was I looking at here? Mom had chemo with her breast cancer. All she said was it made her exhausted and feel sick. Well, I was saying, yeah, my friend had like her family's great. We were all there, like willing to help her. She had a boyfriend too. Like everyone was there willing to help her with anything, so. But it's scary because, again, like we were in our 20s. Like I would say like there's like kid dumb, and then when you're in 20s, you're like an adult dumb. It's like kind of late 20s to and 30. Oh, here comes Kitty. Here she is. That's when you stop being stupid. Hi, Kitty. Hi. Okay. So yeah, but in your 20s and you get cancer, like it's scary, right? So she was opting, she really wanted to finish college. She didn't, because she was like, didn't want to be set back by a year, right? And if she did the chemo and the radiation, she would have had to wait for the next year to start because you have to have the prerequisites. You can't just start the next semester. And she really, really wanted to finish college. And I'm like, I understand. Like, I get that. At that time, it made sense, And it's just scary. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Carla. There's Horror. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Happy Yule. Whatever everyone celebrates. Happy holidays. Hi, Kitty. You're just staring. Hi. She's mad at me. Can you see it, guys? Look, she's mad at me. You guys can see it, right? She wants more temptations. Yeah, she's still mad. She's mad at me. Yeah, she's come in here to make sure that I know that she's mad at me. She's giving me the look. Yeah. Yeah. Hope everyone's great. Yeah. I mean, I was talking about depressing shit. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I just, I mean, tomorrow is the anniversary of my friend's, not this friend, but my one who's like a sister. They both died within a few months of each other. That was a rough year. So tomorrow's the anniversary of her death. So I don't know. Christmas, I have like death on the mind a lot in Christmas. Unfortunately, when someone dies at Christmas, it like stays with you. It sucks. Yeah. She's so grumpy. She really is. Yeah. She's mad at me because she wants more treats. She's gained some weight and I'm trying to get her to like back down again. So yeah, she's glaring at me. Yeah. Oh man. Give up the treats. Yeah. I'll give her a few more before bed. She's so pissed off right now. But I did find a food that she's finally willing to eat. Like the food that she's willing to eat that she liked before, which she lost weight. It's just portion control with her, right? But because she's having issues with her kidneys, like, well, it's not that she has a permanent problem, but like, I'm kind of like, she should be on a better food that has a proper pH and everything like that. So yeah, I was pulling her off the crap food, the cheapy crap food, to get her on something better. So now we've landed on a food that she will eat. So, it's okay, hon. A lot of people will find this time of year a happy jolly time. Yeah, like, and that's the thing. I used to like Christmas, but like, I also loved Christmas because after Christmas, me and my friend who passed, we would like, we hung out and we had a New Year's Eve thing. Like it was a lot of fun. Like after Christmas passed, and after we were done doing all the family crap, we would have parties at each other's houses. Like it wasn't really a party. It was like me and my significant other and her significant other. And it was just me and her really being stupid. Like it was fun. You know, we were dumb. And it was just so much fun, you know? So then I lost that too. So terrific interview on the Kenny Biddle show. Yeah, that was a good one actually. And that's the thing, I just recorded that video about like another a year later, like growing up psychic, what are my thoughts over the last year. And I mentioned that I did the Kenny Biddle thing because that show there, like people could interview, like they're asking me questions, right? So I thought that would be a good one. I'm going to link it to that as well. So my cat does similar stuff, but she snuggles tight when she really wants her treats. Yeah, so she will come up and be really cute, and she'll purr, and she'll be like, pet me, love me, and then she'll like, you know, headbutt you, and she purrs all cute. She gets like really sucky and cute, and it's because she wants a treat or food or something. You know, it's always food related, right? Because if she's like satiated enough, then when you go to pet her, she'll let you pet you a couple times, and then otherwise she'll bite you. So she gets overstimulated really easily, I think is what it is. That's what I've noticed with her. I think that's what it is. But when food is involved, she will try to push through, even though I see like her ears start going down and her tail starts twitching, but she's still asking for more pets. And I'm like, I'll give you pets, but you're about to bite me because I can tell you're getting overstimulated. So yeah. My sister died during the holidays. Yeah. It's rough. My mom's in the hospital for Xmas. She has Parkinson's and cracked pelvis. Oh yeah, James, yeah, you were saying, oh, was it cracked? I thought that it didn't break. I thought that she was good. I didn't realize it's cracked. Oh shit, that sucks, man. Yeah. And then, you guys know Carl Glatzel? Cause I'm going to be doing a video. I did an interview with him like this past year and just life and other shit got in the way and I just haven't had a chance to work through it. So you guys are going to see some stuff, with him. And I wanted to do a follow-up thing with him, but I don't know. His son just died in a work accident. and like his son apparently he was gonna leave that job in the next 2 months, and him and his son were going to start a new business at like a different state. Like they're going to go move off and they were going to start a business and just like, change of life. And he a work accident just took him I don't know, last week or a couple days ago or something like that. So I'm like, damn, it sucks. What color besides white is Kitty? She's a tuxedo cat, so she's black and white. Yeah. Avoid toxic relationships unless it's with your cat. True. Yeah. Her white fur is really bright on my screen. Well, I turned on the auto white balance, so because like I don't know, this camera is always a little bit weird with color. Like it's the red gets a little bit weird and too bright. And I get like yellowed, so I'm like, I don't know. I turn on the auto white balance just to see if I like it or not. I think it's not too bad. When I had it on before, it was like really bad, so I don't know. I don't know why it's working now. So, only like Christmas when my children were here. Yeah, if you're by yourself, it's like why? There's a lot of work. Why? So yeah. My cat's a troublemaker and gets into everything, but I love him. Yeah, no, I know. Like our pets, they're innocent little things, so we kind of like you yell at them, but you forgive them. It's like a baby, and not even yell. It's like you just kind of scold them or whatever. But they're like a little kid. They don't really understand fully what they're doing. And cats especially. Cats actually don't, apparently like cats don't feel guilty or upset or anything like that. They don't feel those feelings, but they very much want things to go back to copacetic. Like they don't like change, like if the vibe has changed, they don't like angry vibe or sad vibe. So, and they can actually smell anxiety, and they can smell when our fight and flight kicks in and our adrenaline pumps up. Like we do excrete a smell, and the cats can smell that. So a lot of times you'll find a cat will come up to you when you're anxious, and if it's your cat, because they don't like change in the environment, and they come up to you and try to like fix it because they just want things to be balanced again, right? So but dogs like they feel guilty and stuff. So I found that really interesting when I was like learning about that. Cats are little goblins. Yeah. Boxing Day. Yeah, there's sales. Oh, hey, Vic. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't even realize who I was talking to. My cat kind of looks like Garfield. I kind of want an orange cat just because I kind of want, I don't know. I like the idea of chaos sometimes because it's entertaining. But as long as I get an orange cat that is funny chaos, because there's orange cats that are like not worth the hassle chaos. So my sweet orange and white Patrick is demanding food currently. Yeah, this one demands food all the time. Yeah. They know what they're doing. Yeah, they do. Yeah. They smell cortisol. Yeah, the cats can like smell those things really well. And cats don't like when the environment changes. Like they don't like the vibe, when the vibe of an area, like, which is our emotions. They don't like the vibe changing. So, yeah. Yeah, cats don't feel guilt. Yeah, I know. I just recently learned that, and I was like, that actually makes a lot of sense. So, yeah. But dogs do. Dogs feel like really guilty and stuff, and they feel like they feel sad and guilt and like all this stuff. And I'm like, it kind of checks out. That's why dogs they try so hard to please, right? They try, like, when they're in trouble, they know they're in trouble. They feel bad and stuff. So Jacqueline Nunez just called out Kelly Clarkson. What? Wait. What, Vic? Did she? Are they trying to make her look crazier or something? What is happening? Oh, man. If we get another cat, I'll name her Chaos. That's actually a good name, yeah. I need a support animal, to be honest. Yeah, dogs are pretty good for that, too. Like, you can try to get a cat and stuff for it. There are rare like times that there is a cat that is good at it. Because they mainly are smelling like your emotions changing because they smell you and then they come up to try to fix you. But not all cats know how to fix you properly. So not all cats do it the right way, you know? So cats are tougher. It's easier to get a dog, an emotional support dog, because you can literally train them to be that. So yeah. I had an orange cat we called Bag Puss because he caused me to start having an allergy to cat hair. Oh no. And you recently started struggling with long haired dogs now? Oh man. I heard that apparently our allergies will change every 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 years. And you can like not be allergic to something in 10 years or be super allergic to something that you weren't before. Vic, she really did say it. It's in DMs. Do you think they're trying to make her look crazier right now because of that lawsuit? I could see them doing that. Oh, hey, James, thanks for the 10 pounds. So cats are sociopaths, so not shocked. Yeah, I know. I was kind of like, that actually checks out for cats, to be honest. Yeah. I've had cats for 40 years and all colors of cats except an orange one, but I fed an orange straight. That's the thing. Yeah. Like growing up, we had cats constantly. I was in, like we lived in a farm and a lot of people dump their cats at farms, sadly. And so my mom was always really good about getting them spayed. Thinking back, I'm like, I don't even know how she came up with the money for that because we were poor. I think she like finagled deals with the shelters and stuff to get them spayed, and she would try to find homes for kittens. Like my mom was really good at actually helping cats. So like all growing up we were constantly helping strays, always finding homes for kittens, always getting the females spayed. If they were at the farm, get the females spayed. That's easier than getting the males done, right? So it would be a better deal to just do the females. So that's what we would do. So I have like a number of years experience with cats and I'm really good with cats. I'm like a cat whisperer. So when I started dating my significant other that I was with for a long time, he had dogs and he was allergic to cats, like badly allergic. So I was like, okay. So I ended up like, doing stuff with dogs and I'm like, dogs are fun. They like love you, like love you. So Chihuahua and Doberman in a tiny body. Chihuahuas are Dobermans. Yeah, I actually really want a Chihuahua. I think I've mentioned that to you guys multiple times probably. But that is what I want. But I'm like looking at winter and like this past winter's been rough with the fibro and I'm just like I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do the dogs walking outside in the winter thing. I do miss having a dog, but like walking a dog in the winter, ugh. God. True, we always ended up with unwanted pets. Yeah, it happens when you're at a farm. Like, and one of my friends she had like horses and stuff at her farm, and then people started dropping off their like horses that they didn't want and donkeys. And they were like such nice people. Like, I think people knew who was living there though. So like, and she's still around, my friend. But I think they're still at the farm actually. But they would get that. They would get like people that dropped off. Like they would just wake up and there'd be like a donkey in their field. And they're like, great. Okay. So now we're taking care of a donkey. Cause they would make sure that the animal wouldn't die or anything. You know what I mean? Like they would just care for it. So yeah. Honestly, if her family cared about her well-being, they would have put her in a conservatorship. Yeah, I know, Rebecca. Like, this whole thing is totally okay, so, like, the rumor that I heard is, that there was a $4 million deal offered. I mean, that's been a rumor a few people have heard. And we can obviously deduce that it's Elton offered $4 million. So now that $4 million is on the table, suddenly Jacqueline's sister comes out of the woodwork when Jacqueline has been separated from her family for years and none of them talk. And she comes out of the woodwork, not to put Jacqueline in a conservatorship, not to put Jacqueline in, mental hold or anything where she needs to be. No, She comes out of the woodwork just to start a lawsuit. You know? Now that there's $4 million on the table. This is the thing. Everyone wants to jump on top of Jason and attack him and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't really understand it. Like, to be honest, some people just like really hate him and I don't really get it. It's like, you guys, the lawyers and stuff that are representing their side, like Elton is involved in this. This is Elton versus Jason. This is not Jacqueline versus that, you know, even though it says that on paper, but no, this is Elton versus Jason in this lawsuit. And the sister comes out of the woodwork now that there's $4 million on the table. Like, come on. I think everyone just needs to, you know, apply some critical thinking to the situation. So, and that's why when I saw that Facebook post the other day, I'm like, I'm sharing this everywhere because like this makes sense. Cause I'm like, when I saw the lawsuit, I was like, listen, I think that this is what's going on. And, but I don't know. Right. But I'm like, you know what, at this point, like, let's wait for more information. I'm not going to make a video. I'm not going to say anything or do anything because I don't know. I need to see what gets presented in court. But after that Facebook post went out, I was like, that's pretty close to what I was thinking is happening. And, you know, I've talked to Jason a bit too, because there's some stuff. I've just made sure Jason, has some things that, can help him too. So like, I don't think that Jason's, if anything, which based on that Facebook post, that's not the case. But if anything, I thought Jason doesn't know what this woman is doing. You know what I mean? Like Jason's not aware of things, but now I understand that Facebook post explains exactly what happened. So yeah. Freddy versus Elton sounds like one of those knockoff horror films. Oh God. Yeah. If Elton gets the property for $4 million, it'll be $4,000 a night. Probably, because also that property needs a ton of work. And I know people are like, oh, Jason can't afford it, blah, blah, blah. Jason has multiple rental properties, guys. Like, he has real estate investments that aren't haunted places. Like, it's just people live there. You know what I mean? Like, he has real estate investments. He is a plumber. He works in the trades, which means he knows people that will give him deals. He knows carpenters. He knows floor guys. Like, once you're in the trades, you know other people. You can get stuff fixed for cheaper because he knows people in the trades, right? So, like, the thing is, Elton doesn't. So Elton has to either do the work himself, which he did at the Warrens, a bunch of it, or he has to hire somebody and pay extra for it. You know what I mean? Like Elton, it's going to cost him way more to get that place fixed up. Whereas honestly, Jason, it's not going to cost him as much as everyone thinks it is, because Jason, he works in trades. He has contacts. Hey, there's spaghetti alla power normale. Hello. Why is Bad to the Bones spreading such crap? I don't know if any of you guys saw her stream from the other night. But don't worry. Everyone that they talked about during that stream has a copy of what they said. Yeah. She's making a lot of mistakes right now. She chose the wrong side. Yeah. Jason could easily get the barn rebuilt. Yeah, he could. Like I used to like run my own small business, and as part of that, I was like part of the local small business organizations and stuff here. And I've learned, like, once you work in trades or once you're a small business locally, you talk to all the other guys. Like, you make contacts and you do deals. Jason, trust me, he'll be able to fix all that stuff up for way cheaper. Way, way cheaper. And Jason, yeah, he knows how to manage the property, and he knows how the property is because he's gone in there to fix a lot of stuff. He did that before with Jacqueline. Like, he repaired that property and he helped take care of that property. So he actually knows what's wrong with the property and the little, like, isms about it, you know? Like, people are saying the dumbest things. Like, that people are focusing on that is silly because, like, he's the best person to actually fix stuff. Elton doesn't work in trades. He's a YouTuber, you know? So, release the stream, LOL. The reason that we're not reacting or doing anything is because they begged us all to react and do something so that we would make them famous. So we've all collectively decided we're not going to do that. that's why we're not releasing the stream dust. Because that's what they want. They want us to react, and they want us to make them famous. So yeah. Bad to the Bone started out good, then went downhill dramatically. It's because of the people that she surrounds herself with. She probably won't listen to the stream, but she chose the wrong side. She is around people that are manipulating her, and she's way off the deep end at this point. Stream of piss, that's what it was. Yeah, Kristen. My father worked under a contractor for years on the side. He gets deals all the time in trades. Yeah, they do. Like, I've seen this argument show up in the comments so much, like on everyone's different videos, different channels. And I'm like, why do you guys think it would be more expensive for Jason to fix it than Elton? It would be cheaper and he would get it done faster because he has contacts in the trades, you know? So, yeah. I'm a troll. I definitely need to control that stream. No, Dust, we don't want to, because like that's what they want. Like, honest to God, that is what they want, and we don't want to feed their egos. So, yeah. Does anyone actually ask Elton if he believes in ghosts? Oh, that's a good question, James. Yeah. People just want a reason to be mad. Yeah, people just want a reason to hate Jason. I don't really know why. Like, other people, I've seen comments, they're like, Jason faked this thing. And I can't remember the details. But, like, I vaguely remember what they're talking about. I thought that I heard someone that it was like, it wasn't Jason who faked it. Like, another person on set faked this thing. And then Jason, I don't know if this is a story I'm remembering, but I can't remember the details, so don't quote me on this. But I swear, but I don't swear. I have a memory of Jason being on live and him saying that, like, not exactly, because he talks like a politician, but he was alluding to the fact that the shows seem to want to make sure that stuff happened every episode. And he didn't like that, you know? And that's also another reason why he just kind of like left. And on top of that too, they want him to sign away his life rights if he comes back on TV. Like, that's part of the deal, so that he can never make money again, like once they get rid of him. So it's like, no, that's dumb, you know? Best tactic, don't give attention to the people who seek attention, don't deserve attention. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What did James say? I don't know what you said, Kristen. I can't follow. People just want a reason to be angry. Yeah, I think I said that. Yeah, my grandfather was a gas engineer for years. After his retirement, he could never pay full price for anything. Everyone insisted on giving him discounts. Yeah, Mark, like, once you work in trades, you make contacts and you can get discounts. Like, even I wasn't in trades, but I was making websites and doing online marketing for the trades guys, and I was getting deals. So if I ever needed anything fixed or whatever, I would get a deal, you know? Because I made friends with them. Hold on. I'm choking on something. Yeah, Spaghetti, you missed it. She came up to give me dirty looks because she's so mad at me, so. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's not worth it, Dust. For this particular situation, let's just say there's a lot of people involved, and it's better for us to just not react, so. Jacqueline can't go back to Rhode Island at all. Well, that's why that power of attorney. Well, did you read that Facebook post, Scarborough? That's why the power of attorney was created, was because Jacqueline can't go to Rhode Island. So people try to take down others to make themselves feel better. I don't know. I think that some people, like, I don't know. Like, are these people that are just, like, extreme skeptics, and they're just, like, because Zach Baggins is so fake now, and everyone just assumes, like, all the TV shows are fake, which, I mean, they are, you know, like, is it just people that are just mad because, like, TV shows fake stuff? Like, The thing is, I remember watching Taps when it first started, and I thought it was very authentic. They never, like, they didn't find stuff every time. They were always debunking stuff. They were always showing how they debunk stuff. So I didn't watch it though. I only watched, like, I don't know, maybe the first few years or something. So I didn't watch it later. I don't know if it got worse later. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know what happened there. So, I don't think Kitty's mad at you. I saw her give you love, you guys. She was giving me, she's mad at me right now. But I did see that Facebook post. Same time as folks were going after Jason for making that happen. Oh, what, for the Facebook post? No, that person just that Facebook post was posted, I think, because of Bad to the Bone. Honest, that's why I think it was posted. That person that posted all that is just frustrated with all the rumors and the lies. Like, she's just a friend of everyone. You know what I mean? Like, it's just someone who's just finally getting fed up. Because, like, I don't know. And you know what? Hey, I'll eat my words. If this lawsuit happens and Jason turns out to be a horrible person, fine. I will eat my words. I will apologize and everything. I'll go live. I'll apologize. But, like, I'm usually a pretty good judge of character. When I haven't been a good judge of character, it's because I've let a red flag, like, slide here or there. And that's usually when, like, I mess up and I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't have let that slide, because that always comes to bite me in the butt later, right? And, like, Jason, I don't know, he seems like a pretty stand-up person. And at the very least, I would say, like, he talks like a politician. He'll never confirm or deny something, and he tries to stay neutral. He tries to, like, not get involved in drama, and he tries to stay in the middle and tries to stay neutral, not take a side. And I know that bothers some people, but, like, it's very difficult to actually do that. Like, to be able to be a person who's able to do that, it takes a certain type of person. So very meticulous, like, think before you speak. Like, he's very good at that, right? So, but he comes off, like, authentic when you talk to him. I don't know. Like, I don't think that he's a bad guy. He seems like a genuine guy. I think maybe some people don't like him because he can fence sit sometimes. Sometimes he's just, like, neutral in the middle. And maybe that's why people don't like him. I don't know. Like, that's my thought anyway, so. Sorry. If my dad found out I ripped off emotionally vulnerable people, he disowned me rightly. Yeah, like, yeah, it is how you're raised sometimes. Sorry, I forgot. I ate some, bell peppers. So, like, I don't think bell peppers are, like, good for my system, because they always give me, the burpees and stuff. I have GERD though, so, like, it comes up a lot. I was just taking one of those Beano things, enzymes. It helps with the GERD. So every time I eat bell peppers, I get this. But, like, my favorite vegetable is bell peppers. I will go out and buy, like, 30 bell peppers and then cut them up and eat them for, like, the month. So, so I'm constantly fighting it because I'm addicted to them too. So, I refuse to make any public figure a hero. We're all human. Yeah, we're all human. I agree. Like, I'm not saying that I'm not saying he's a hero, but, like, he seems sincere. I guess what I'm saying is he seems sincere and he doesn't seem like he's lying. The times when you can tell that he knows something but isn't allowed to or doesn't want to get involved, that's when he's fence sits. That's when he sits on the fence in the middle and doesn't say anything. It's like, okay, he knows something. And maybe that's why people don't like him. But, like, do you really expect someone like him who has a pretty big audience and stuff to trash talk people when he's never trash talked people before, right? Like, that guy kind of goes against his image. So I don't know. Yeah, and this is, I know, well, okay, maybe that's why people are mad at him, is the Cody and Satori. Okay, I keep forgetting about that, because I do, what's that word? the fibrofog. I use this word all the time. Okay. I compartmentalize things a lot when I look at things like this. And the Cody and Satori thing, I don't really think Jason is responsible for that. You know what I mean? Like, the way his statement, I understood the underlying things that he was saying, but maybe some people didn't really understand the nuance of what he was saying. Like, because he was essentially saying he's not going to take a side. It's his daughter. What do you guys expect me to do? It's my daughter. Fair. And then he said, it's her situation that she needs to handle and she needs to figure it out. She's an adult. Essentially, to me, that came across as she needs to clean up her own mess. She fucked up. She needs to clean up her own mess. That's how it came across to me. So I thought that was a pretty fair statement, to be honest. Because do you really expect a dad to like trash talk his daughter to a public audience that he cares more about his daughter, obviously, than his audience because it's his daughter, you know? Like, and I don't know, maybe people got mad at him about that because maybe some people are parasocial, like maybe they're too attached to him or something. So maybe that's why people are mad at him, is because of Cody and Satori. I know that didn't help his image. I mean, Satori should have known better, but you know, whatever. What are you gonna do? We don't know what Jason told his daughter. Yeah, like we don't know what they said behind closed doors, and I'm sure that it was a different conversation behind closed doors, you know? Yeah. Yeah, or he'll come right out and say, I can't talk about it right now. Yeah. I love bell peppers, but they don't love me back. Yeah, I love bell peppers. I just have to take the enzymes when I eat them, and I forget to do that. Oh yeah, no, the Cody and Satori thing makes me angry. I don't really care for them at all because they're grief vampires. And like they were making people cry and stuff. Like, and it's grift. Like it's mean. It's not good. They're not good people. But is Jason responsible for that? No. Like why would I, you know what I mean? It's just like whenever I cover like a psychic, like even like recently, right? I covered that TikTok crazy, allegedly, whatever, in my opinion, crazy one, Ashley Gillard. So I covered her. And in that video, I even said, I'm not going to name her family because her family didn't choose to do this. Like, it's like everyone thinks just because it's his daughter that he like controlled this situation somehow. It's like your kids are going to do dumb shit, man. That's what they do, you know? Susan, come on, Fleur. He raised her in this world, and he's been sitting on the fence for so long. He has a crease in his butt. He should tell the truth about ghost hunting world and be done with it. He has told the truth about stuff, though. You know? Like, he has actually been, like, forthcoming about a lot of stuff. He only sits on the fence when there's, like, when like one of his friends is involved, or like if it's something too that he can't talk about because of a contract, an NDA or something like that. Like he does come forward and he talks about this industry a lot. He talks about like what Zach Bagans too has kind of done to like the shows and stuff. And he's talked too about like why he's not going back on TV. Like he does actually talk about a lot of stuff, but you got to go to his live streams to see. He actually is he's pretty open. Yeah, the enzymes is just like Beano, but I get like the no-name brand and it just says enzyme tablets, but it's just Beano. But yeah, you can just get the no-name brand. Same stuff. Right, they do investigations, places, and have always past loved ones come through with their guests on the investigations. So plain what's happening. Yeah, like, and that's saying, listen, Jason is still a believer in everything in ghosts and stuff. So like, you also have to realize that. But like, Taryn, I don't think Taryn's here anymore. We talked about this before. There's like these two generations of ghost hunters. There's those of us who, like learned through Taps, the show Taps. Cause when it first started, it was actually like more scientific. It was all about debunking. Like there was a lot of debunking, a lot of it. And that's why a lot of us who grew up with Taps, not grew up, whatever, had our ghost hunting career was, we were like, you know, Tap inspired. We were inspired by Taps. So those of us inspired by taps, we debunk stuff. We go and check. We go figure out if something's making noise or like whatever, because that's what Jason always did on the show. Like, so we learned that from him, right? And then I guess somewhere along the line, probably the show went to crap because like the networks were doing stuff. I didn't watch the end of the show because I got busy with life, and I left the paranormal for a number of years just for a break. That was because people died and, you know, all that stuff. So I needed a break from the paranormal. So, and when I come back now, it's Zach and everything's super faked and super, super scripted. And I'm just like, what the heck happened? You know? So, and then that's saying, so the people that grew up with Zach and stuff are also the people that are growing up now with Sam. Like Sam and Colby grew up on Zach. Now the younger ones are growing up on Sam and Colby. Ghost hunters are getting dumber and dumber and dumber. Like it's turning into just like slapstick, scream at a wall and run away. Like it's so bad. So the point is that Jason actually is a good ghost hunter. So people expect Kardashian drama out of everything. Instead of respecting people's privacy. Well, that's saying. I mean, sometimes people ask him things, and the reason that he can't say stuff is because it's like, it's not really his story to tell, you know? He got hit because he's her father, regardless of behavior. Like, I understand, like, some people are like, well, he raised her, so he raised her to be like that. Who's to say that it's not all Cody? Because, to be honest, he did it before he met Satori. We all seen those videos. So, who knows? Like, we don't know all the working details of everything. I know, for one, like, it's 100% him. But, like, how much does she realize, or how involved is she in this? Like, I know she appeared in some Ghosts or some Taps episodes later, some people have told me. And I've heard that later, in the later seasons and stuff, is when things seem to be getting faked. But, like, Jason wasn't around for them. They were, like, the offshoot shows. So, like, is that where she picked it up? Like, she didn't learn it from him. She learned it just from Hollywood. There is some, like, different variables, right? So, hey, Wayne, welcome. Even brought out that the brewery in California had the speakers in the walls and the lights rigged and everything. Jason used to do a ton of debunking. That, like, Kenny is friends with him, too. Like, Jason is a good debunker for figuring out, because Jason worked in trades, and that was like part of the interesting thing about his debunking. He worked in trades, and he knew how to check pipes. He knew how to check electrical boxes. Like, that is what made the show interesting to us, people like older. That's why we enjoyed it. It was interesting. But now it's like debunking for some reason makes people bored. I don't know. I blame Coco Melon or YouTube. People, TikTok brain rot. He said that they're no closer to knowing if ghosts are real than when he first started. Yeah, I know, but he's still a believer. Like, that's the thing. There's people that still believe, Susan. So you're not a believer. You have to realize, like, there are still people that believe. I'm not gonna like hold it against them, because the people that go ghost hunting, like, they're not really hurting anyone. The only ones I have a problem with are the ones that are doing true crime stuff, recent true crime stuff. And by recent, I mean, like, if there's any family or friends that knew that person who passed away, don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. Those people are victims. They've experienced trauma. Stay the hell away from it. And that's the ghost hunters I have problems with right now. And the ones that are like, oh, we solved the crime. Okay, I don't like that either. Okay? That's the other one. You know, regardless, whoever's alive, if you go in with a phone app and you're like, we found new evidence, and it's a phone app and your thumbnail says that, no, I don't like that. So far, Jason hasn't done that. Is there a video of him coming out clearly to his fans that mediums are BS? No, Jason's never said that. I don't know if Jason thinks that mediums are BS. Like, Jason's still a ghost hunter. Like, he produces like YouTube videos now. He just does like what everyone else does, but he does like his calm, normal ones. So he says point blank he doesn't believe in mediums, does he? Okay, yeah. I honestly never really. It's probably in a live stream somewhere, but I'll just ask him next time I talk to him. Pick up feeling of control from Cody. It's just an opinion. Yes, Wayne. Listen, guys, I have a bad feeling about Cody. I think that this relationship, like, something's fucked up. But, like, it's just a feeling. I don't know. And maybe it's because I was in a toxic relationship. There's just something off about him. Cody yanks on her arm a lot. Yeah, there's just something weird. I don't know. There's something off. I don't know what it is. I wouldn't be able to like pinpoint it and be like, oh, you know, it's this, but it's something like my neurodivergent brain is like, there's something off going on here. But you know what? They're engaged and whatever. And I'm not like trying to talk bad about whatever. Like, I mean, well, I'll talk bad about their psychic crap. Okay. I'll try to stay out of the personal stuff, but I do get a feeling something's off. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of anti-intellectualism in general in ghost hunting, a lot of trust me, bro, and no teaching how to research. Exactly. Lady's right. And that's the thing, like, those of us who grew up on taps, he taught us, like, how houses were built. Like, he taught us how electricity in the walls, and he explained how it can set off devices. He explained how pipes can do knocking, and, like, that was in the tap stuff. So we kind of grew up on these, like, episodes where he was teaching debunking, and somewhere along the line, people got stupid. Like, well, in general, I think the world has gotten stupider, to be honest. I blame social media, but well, no, I don't watch all of his stuff, Susan. I'm not like, I don't watch all his live streams. I don't watch his videos. So like, I'm not the best person to ask on his opinion about mediums. You'd have to ask, like, I am a fan of taps. I love taps back in the day. The fact that I like talk to Jason right now is wild because when I first started doing like actual ghost hunting like he did, I was copying what they did on taps. I learned all the equipment and stuff. So like it's wild. But like I don't know, it's like nostalgia thing, I guess, but like I don't even watch his ghost hunts on YouTube because I don't really watch anyone anymore because I don't agree with the gadgets. So I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I only watch people if I'm gonna like do a reaction to them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to spend the time watching ghost hunting when, I don't know, it's just the gadgets and crap. So he might say it during his episodes. I tune into certain live streams once in a while. But he live streams, I think, every week, and I don't tune in every week. So you'd have to ask one of his like big fans, which are in the chat right now. And Dragon says that like Dragon watches him. So yeah. He says it in his lives that he doesn't put stock or believe in mediums. Yeah, I mean, he's probably said it. James' body language is weird. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think it is with Cody. Something's off. Yeah. Yeah. What are your thoughts about the channel Mystorian? I actually was watching the Warrens one. Yeah, Ken. That channel looks good, guys. You guys should go check it out. He's like sort of a debunker / he's very good, and his channel's taken off really quickly. But I feel like he sounds like there's like this other guy, and he's really like British. Oh, God. He sounds just like him. I don't know. I have a feeling it might be him, but Mystorian doesn't talk about tea, and the other guy that I'm trying to remember and I can't remember his name, he always talks about tea constantly. So I'm like, okay, it can't be him, right? But I think it might be because he's got this cat for his profile picture, and that's what the other guy shows, a cat too. I think it's him. I don't know. I need to figure out his freaking name again. But he does mysteries and stuff like mysteries finally solved, conspiracy theories, like he tackles them like not as like he's a believer, he tackles them like, hey, let's break it down and find the truth. So the Mystorian is the name of the channel. He recently did a 3-part Warren series, and he featured Stevie, and he like linked me and Stevie and a bunch of us down in the chat as well. I asked him on Kenny's show if he believed in mediums, and he said he did not, but he has a big platform and should educate, not just mention once in a while. He probably does, Susan. Again, I don't watch him that often, hun. You're coming in hot. You need to go talk to him. You can just talk to him, by the way. He will talk to you. He's actually very chill. You can just contact him. There's a ghost hunting channel on YouTube where a guy with a mustache and a ghost plushie go to overpriced hotels and do travel videos with a paranormal theme. That's fun, Vic. Actually, what's that ghost hunting channel? The person's like a drag queen and they go on Grindr and they set up a date with someone and then they take their date on a ghost hunt and then they make a YouTube video out of it. That person's hilarious. You guys should watch that. He's South African, the Mystorian? Oh, is he? Then it can't be this guy. Who am I thinking of? That is the T dude. Because that guy's super British. What is this guy? I'm trying to remember like this guy's name. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot it. They have like the same voice and the same cadence too when they get excited as well. So that's very interesting because they're very, very similar. And I cannot remember this guy's name. I was trying to remember it the other day too. It's not coming to me. Yeah, I definitely recommend them. Go watch them. The Mystorian. It's a really fun channel. The videos are very entertaining. Yeah. Leanne. I mean, Leanne, like, to be honest, like me and Susan, mediums are fake, but there are ones that believe that they're real. But nobody can talk to the dead. But I understand there's some people still believe, some people still believe. Eventually, you'll get there. Monique. Oh, is that the drag queen one? But what does she call her channel? It's something Sean always shares like clips of it, and I think it's so funny. The Right Opinion. I think that's the guy. Yes, this is the guy, The Right Opinion. So if you listen to The Right Opinion guy's voice and listen to the Mystorian, they sound the same. Yeah, with the top hat. Yeah. Yeah, everyone has opinions here. Have a dance off instead. Well, I mean, like, we can all talk about it. It's fine, Ben from Simply Strange, British tea guy. Oh, no. Ben doesn't talk about tea. No, this Right Opinion guy is always talking about tea. Like, he's British. He's super, super British tea guy. Yeah. I don't think that's Monique. Monique is a ghost hunter. No, there's I can't remember the thing. Sean knows the name of it. They're like a drag queen. They're all dressed up. They have like the black hair. I just think that their videos are hilarious because they grab someone from Grindr and then they like take them on a ghost hunting date and they just make a YouTube video. Like, it's funny. Yeah, I know. Ben isn't for everyone. I totally get that. I don't try to push Ben on people too much, like, it's just once in a while he has something that is worthwhile watching because he dug up something, but like I wasn't there for that thing. I didn't experience it. So I heard that it was really bad, but I don't really know its levels. All I know is like, it does seem like Ben is trying really hard to make up for his past. So that's the only thing I can really say on it. Right. So Ben from Simply Strange. Yeah. Like, I know he hurt a lot of people, but I don't, I wasn't there for it, but I'm just saying, like, I have noticed he is trying very hard to make up for his past. Every time we call him out on something and we tell him that he should be doing this instead of this, he does do what we tell him to do. Like, he is trying, but I know he hurt a lot of people. So I don't know, like, has he personally apologized to them? Like, maybe that's what he should be doing. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know. The people that he hurt that badly, like, need to speak up. I mean, Beardo has, and anytime Beardo spoke up, he did what Beardo asked him to do. So, yeah. My Sean? Yes, your Sean, Kristen. Yeah. If you like The Right Opinion, you may also like Jay Aubrey. He does more political topics, has the same kind of cadence, I feel. Jay Aubrey sounds familiar. Yeah, Kristen, you're Sean. He shares the clips. I think they're funny. Yeah, I mean, the J. Aubrey's name sounds... I'm looking at his channel. I don't think I've watched any of these. I don't think I would click on any of these thumbnails because they don't really... The name sounds familiar. I must have heard him from somewhere. The Mystorian pulls no punches and hilarious. Yeah, that's thing. Like, he integrates jokes into it. And I found that, like, the videos, whenever I do videos, if I integrate, like, jokes into stuff, I find people really enjoy it more. And they, like, say that in the comments and stuff. But then, like, sometimes just the subject matter is too serious, I think, to throw a joke in. So, like, that's where I'm like, I don't really think like the Ashley thing. I'm like, I'm not going to put any jokes in it because that one was too serious. I'm like, no, I can't. Because sometimes I try to put jokes in something just to, like, lighten the mood, you know? So ups and downs throughout the video. But, like, the Ashley thing, I just felt like, no, I don't think that it's appropriate to put a joke in any of this. So. Oh, and that's the other thing I was going to say to you guys, too. I don't even know. How many of you guys are here still? Do we still have, like, a lot of people here, or are we good? Where can I even see that? I have no idea where to see that. I'm so, like... I can see stream health. Analytics. Oh, here. No. That isn't current. Why doesn't it show me current? Okay, I have no idea. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys this. It's mostly his delivery that's humorous, not that he makes fun of... No, I mean, the Mystorian handles it well. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's really good at the jokes, just like Seg. Seg is really good at jokes, you know? 37 watching? Okay. So what I want to show you guys... So here's the thing. So someone made a suggestion... Hold on, I need to show you guys a few things. So someone made a suggestion in my comments that that I should do some episodes of things where I look at, like, a true crime documentary or whatever, and then I expose the truth of it, like the stuff that the misinformation or the stuff they left out or, like, whatever, right? Because there's a lot of that, even in, like, true crime YouTube, like, people do it too, you know? So I thought that was a really cool idea, because the thing is, like, I used to love true crime, and I was actually, like, I was going to go work as a criminologist. Like, that was my choice career until I got the university tuition bill and realized I can't afford it. So then I went to IT instead. So anyway, like, I was always interested in it. So I always have consumed that content. But over the last, like, couple of years, it's just, I found that they're on YouTube, they're choosing more and more disturbing stories for clickbait, and that has, like, disgusted me, to be honest. And, like, I've stopped watching pretty much all of the true crime stuff. And then now with the documentaries, they're getting worse. Like, that Monster Ed Gein one, it's bad. Like, oh, thank you for the hair. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's really bad. So, like, I'm just like, this is a good idea, I think, to do videos on this, but the algorithm won't like me doing it on this channel. So I'm going to, I think, start another channel where I'm going to do this with true crime, and I'm going to start going after, the people that make this stuff, make this content, and point out, like, the ones that are clearly, like, streaming people. And on top of that too, so, like, I have someone that I've talked to for a while that their uncle was on the Zodiac case, and I've been talking to them for quite a while, and they also want to cover, like, the online sleuths. The online sleuth community is really bad, especially right now. What they're doing now is they're putting all the case information into Chat GPT and having Chat GPT decide on who the best suspect is. And then they're spreading that all over the internet, but a lot of people didn't know that it came from Chat GPT by the time they hear about it. It's so much misinformation. So I want to also do, like, some videos on that as well. So I think I'm going to start another channel for it. But I want to show you something I just found tonight too. So hold on, let me just catch up with chat. Oh yeah, like the stream, yes. Ben and Lainey genuinely traumatized some of their followers. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, that's what I've heard. I know, James, like, Ben and Lainey did, like, really bad stuff. Pushed away some of their mods. And that's, like, I just wasn't there for it. So I just don't really, like... It's difficult for me to... I don't know. I don't feel right just automatically hating someone because... I heard, because somebody, like, I don't know, I wasn't there to experience it. It just doesn't feel, I just noticed that he is trying. I'm just saying that he is trying. And he actually is really good about trying to get both sides of the story and trying to, like, check his sources now when it comes to stories. So, I don't know. I just know that he's trying. So, like, yeah. For fuck's sakes, not a good use for ChatGPT, right? Exactly. Yeah, no, it's disgusting. Yeah, and the glorifying criminals. So here, I want to show you guys this. I want to do an episode on this. Listen, I already have, like, I know that my body sucks and I can't keep up with everything because fibromyalgia sucks, man. But man, I've already got, like, so many video ideas of, like, people I wanna talk about. Hold on, I gotta put in headphones. So it doesn't echo.
Like, I think from what I've seen on YouTube, it's a lot of times it's just someone kind of reading the information they can find online.
It's already happening.
And I think that's...
Shh. Okay. Hold on. It always does that. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of like, hold on. My voice changes because I can't hear myself. Yeah, so, like, this happened tonight, and I'm like, man, I could even just do, like, a quick video on this, too. What I want to do is I want to get, like, a few videos ready so that I don't, like, I'm always behind on the paranormal channels, but, like, I never, like, I don't know, I never, like, banked videos. Whenever I had my other YouTube channels I had back in the day that were successful, I'm gonna take one out. I had videos banked. So I had them, like, I was ahead, like, a month. You know what I mean? So I always had, like, a buffer. And I just have not been able to do that with the paranormal channel. Because it's a lot. So what I was thinking, I wanted to get, like, a few videos done. But yeah. Yeah, James. No, I know, like... people have told me the details of what Ben and Lainey have done. I understand. I've heard the details, but I'm just saying, like, I just wasn't there. So I just don't have that emotion connect to it. And I'm not saying I'm best friends with Ben. I'm just saying that I've noticed he is trying to make up for it. And if someone, like, does want a personal apology from him, he would do it. Like, if it would help, you know? So I'm just saying, like, I wasn't there. So I don't have any emotion in either side for the Ben and Lainey thing. I've just noticed that he is trying, so. Difficult trust, absolute nonsense, random screaming, yelling while creating, and only for content. Do you mean the, ghost hunting stuff? Yeah, I agree. Okay, hold on. Let me, adjust some stuff here. We're gonna move this over to, wait, here. There we go. Okay, I want to show you guys this. Hold on. Let me grab this. Do the cursor, turn that on. Okay, there's going to be a few things I want to show you guys, right? I'll shut up now. Yeah, you don't have to shut up, James. I'm just trying to, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't there to experience it, so I just don't really want to comment on either of it, other than I always say, I know that they fucked up and I know he hurt a lot of people. I wasn't there, so I'm not going to comment a bunch on it. I'm looking at everything, like, current day of what's happening, you know? Oh, Ken, thank you for all the gifted memberships. Thank you, everyone who received a gifted membership. That is from Ken. Yeah, JJ, I try to be honest, like, or at least, like, times where I'm like, I know I don't have all the sources to back this up, or I'm not quite remembering it right. I try to at least tell you guys that. Because there's stuff that's in my head sometimes, but I just can't remember where I heard it from, so. Hey, Starlight. Okay, so like, let me show you an example, like where this would be something that I would probably make a quick and dirty video on, as like a reaction kind of thing, right? Hold on, where does it? Do I fit better here or something? But then I'm like looking down here. Oh, for fuck's sakes, can I flip this channel? Hold on, I need to flip this. How do I flip this again? OBS, I always forget. There we go. Okay, so if I look down, yeah, okay, I'm looking in the right direction now. Okay. Yesterday I was just drawing a line. It's all cool. Yeah, I mean, you guys can hate Ben. I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying you can't hate Ben. You can hate Ben. I'm just saying, like, I don't hate him because, like, I wasn't there. So, yeah, I just, like, yeah, I mean, I side-eye at him because I know it's past, but I know he is trying. And, I mean, that's all I can really say on it. So, yeah, it's like, it's just difficult for me to, like, hate somebody when I wasn't there for it, you know? Like, when I didn't have any emotional attachment. Like, I understand, like there'd be, like, famous people who, like, you loved growing up, and then they did something horrible, and then now you hate them. And yes, you don't know them personally, but you had an emotional attachment to them. I just don't have an emotional attachment to the situation. So, you know? Hey, Neil. Oh, welcome. Welcome to live. Yes, Merry Christmas. Who's Ben? I'm behind. Ben is the Simply Strange guy. The guy who's that Simply Strange, like, news, just sort of, it's drama. It's the drama paranormal channel. It's like the TMZ for the paranormal community. Like, he's definitely a drama channel. He's a drama YouTuber. He does drama. He has other channels as drama stuff. So he's very, like, he's a, you know, drama reactor, creator, whatever. Okay, so let me show you this. So I used to follow Eleanor, but then she did this rebranding and I found it very inappropriate. And like, where's her rebranding video? Wait, did she actually remove it? Oh, she did. Oh, I found it very inappropriate. And then the next video that she made was very inappropriate. And there was some stuff that she got wrong on some videos and she refused to remove them when the family asked her to. And this is what I've heard. The family asked her to remove a video because she got some stuff wrong or did something or like put something out there that wasn't, you know, the family didn't want it out there, right? Hey, Sage Rat, thank you for the $3. So she refused to remove it and she said she couldn't because there was a brand deal attached to the video. It's like, bitch, if you're going to make true, sorry, I'm being sassy. I'm not trying to be mean to her. Okay, girl, if you're going to make true crime stuff, you need to be prepared for those moments. And if it means that your sponsorship goes in the next video, then so be it. That should be in your contracts because true crime at any moment, it could be age restricted. It could be taken down by YouTube. Like, you know, you should be planning better. So people were mad at her about that. And I heard about that. Then I saw her comeback video when she rebranded. So she rebranded her channel as Outlaw and she's like, I want to talk about these cases as if we're sitting down having tea and we're like, you know, keying about cases about true crime. It's like, you shouldn't be keying about true crime. You shouldn't be sitting there giggling with your girlfriend, you know? Oh yeah, ladies fright, you know, the bitch. Yeah. It's the no word, right? And I don't even mean it as like a misogyny thing. It was like a girl. So, you know, so like I stopped following her at that point. And then, but then I heard, so she did that rebranding video and I'm like, this is god awful. And then I heard that the video she did after, she was giggling and she was doing dumb shit during the presentation and people were pissed. So I watched that and I think it was like, was it this one? Yeah, it was this video. I thought that I heard maybe she edited some stuff. I think it was this video. She's very inappropriate in this one. So, so I watched it and I was like, oh yeah, no, she sucks. And then I tried watching her next one because people were like, oh, well, she took feedback and she's trying to change. So I'm like, okay, I can respect that. I tried watching this one and it was horrible. And then there was the Boy George thing. I only watched that for research to do with, the Tyler Henry video because I was doing a Boy George segment. I wanted to understand this case some more, so it came up when I was researching Boy George. Okay. And then, yeah, and then I watched this one, I think mainly because I heard this story in the news and nobody covered it. And I was like, what the heck is this? And then, yeah, I tried to watch this and it was horrible. Anyway, the thing is, like, I used to actually be subscribed to her. I forgot that I unsubscribed. I unsubscribed when she rebranded because I thought it was really inappropriate. So, she did this announcement that she's doing a tour. Okay. So she's doing shows where you can go to the show and you're all going to talk true crime in person. Okay. You got to see the video. The video is very inappropriate. Here, I have it lined up for you guys. I just saw this pop up when I was getting ready to do live and I was like, oh, this is like something I want to cover. She resembles someone, I can't think of who. I don't know. All right. Did I miss swears? Yeah, I just did. I did, bitch. It's the naughty word. Ladies Fright knows what I mean.
With Eleanor Neal is hit.
Okay. Yeah.
Hitting the stage. We're going on top.
Okay, hold on. Let's back it up and just see. How's the volume on this?
Outlaw with Eleanor Neal is hitting the stage.
Is that volume okay? Or it's really quiet. Oh, I have it turned down on my computer. Does that affect you guys? Hold on. Let's see.
React too well because they felt it wasn't respectful and that there were lots of issues behind it. So
is that volume okay? I just want to make sure it's not too loud for you guys. I'm telling JK I don't care. Yeah. You know what, Lady Fright? I don't even remember. Joan, I don't even remember who said. I just remember the joke now. I don't remember what video it was on, and I don't remember what the comment was around now. I've completely shut out who. I just know the joke now. Oh man, the volume's okay. All right, so well, this guy who's covering her, his name is Slop Mule. I don't know. But she did this. So she did this video to introduce her tour. But she did it as like a Instagram story or something, so like it's gone. That's my understanding. Here's the thing: I was watching it through iNabber, which you guys know I watch him, and I was watching it through their podcast. But this whole thing is very long, so instead of making you watch this whole thing, it's got their commentary. I was just going to show you the clips in here, so because they grabbed the clips from here too. So yeah, you did a super chat and it didn't go through, but did charge me. So I hope you got. Oh, okay. Let me know how much was it so that I can double check the numbers and make sure. Yeah, we got Ken's 5 memberships. Yeah, let me see. I see your membership. Did it hold it? Because there's like a bad word or something? Like, I don't friggin' know what the heck YouTube does sometimes. But let me know the amount just to make sure that it actually didn't like screw you over. What is blue and not heavy? Light blue? That's actually funny. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys. Okay, put you guys here. Oh my god, I have my squeaky chair. I know it squeaks a lot, guys, but like I didn't want to move chairs because this chair's heavy. My why debunkers matter and how some debunker was saying it, and everyone is a misogynist. Oh yeah, it was on your video. Right. Now I remember. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is her announcement thing. She did it as like a story. So as far as I understand it, like it's not saved anywhere. So we have to watch it through someone else's channel here. So here, let's watch it.
So let's take a look at what she actually said in this announcement.
Outlaw with Eleanor Neal is hitting the stage. We're going on tour, baby! 2026 will be our first chance to catch Outlaw live, where together we're going to analyse criminal cases, look through evidence, debate suspects. It's what we do best around here, and I can't wait to do it all with you in person.
Transparency reasons and because I don't want to cut.
Okay, so, like, it's a little inappropriate, right? Don't you guys think? Like, she's, like, really excited about death, about someone who died horribly by the hands of someone, a monster, and she's excited to be on stage and talk about this stuff. This is weird. Like, this just seems really inappropriate. Like, okay, Einabber and John, what's his name? Beast to Beast or something like that. That's this guy here. So Einabber mentioned if this was like a dinner theater kind of thing, like a whodunit thing, that would be entertaining, and that would still it would still match with her topic matter, and it would be something that doesn't hurt the victims and families, right? So that, I think, is a great idea. But I think that this is like a stupid idea. I think it's just not stupid. I think it's inappropriate. It's for $5 US. Okay, I'll take a look at it after and make sure that it actually didn't screw up anything. I saw Ken's membership thing. Okay, does she say anything else?
The context, the next thing she spoke about was then when she would be going on tour and tickets, and then she started speaking about more of what she would be doing on those days.
I can't reveal everything we have in store just yet, but just know we have an incredible show planned with fun moments and surprises that you won't see coming.
Because, nothing screams fun moments like taking a look at a murdered kid and debating the suspects behind it, or, something like that. No, Ellen and Neil got a lot.
Yeah, like this is like weird. It's inappropriate. It's very inappropriate. I prefer untrue crime, like from Wizards with Guns. What is that? I have to check that out. It's so odd. Yeah, this is a weird thing to do a tour on. It's very strange. Untrue crime. Oh, okay. It's a genre podcast series that explores fictional or exaggerated crime stories, offering comedic or speculative twist on real true crime. Perfect for those who like the intrigue without the trauma. Yeah, like, this is fun. Like, if she did her tour, if she did this with some comedy, or if she did like a dinner theater thing, like, okay. I'm probably dating myself. I don't know how old a bunch of you guys are in here. Some of you guys know, remember, we used to be able to buy at the game store, and it was that mystery dinner, and you'd have cards, and it would give you a game and be like, this person is the killer, and you had to spend your night trying to figure out who the killer is, and this whole like game would be set out. It was fun. I like those things. You can't get them now because everything's online, but that would make more sense to do.
A backlash to this due to the activities that she said that she would be doing on this tour, the fact she was touring this in the first place, and how she was talking about the tour in the first place. This is so beyond disgusting. Sorry, do you not find this morally wrong? Comment about me all you want, at least I have no respect for real people. Girl, this is so weird. I wonder what the victims' families think of your tour. Because yeah, you know what she said here.
We're gonna analyze criminal cases, look through evidence, debate suspects. It's what we do best around here, and I can't wait to do it all with you in person.
And the quote-unquote fun moments don't exactly scream to me that this is a respectful true crime tour. And I mean, you're going to see later, but there was a lot of backlash just to do with the fact that she's touring this in the first place. Ultimately, I hope you understand what I'm saying here. It just feels wrong. It gives off a bad vibe. How she's discussing what she's going to be doing, her cadence when discussing it gives me this vibe that's just not respectful. You're a TikToker, not an FBI analyst. This is weird. What happened to the old Eleanor that would talk about cases with the utmost respect? How disrespectful is this? I'm so disappointed. I mean, I'm happy for her. I watched her videos for years, but I just feel really bad for the families that are still grieving. I do think a lot of this stems from how upbeat she was in this tour announcement and how happy her tone was. Ultimately, she's probably just excited because she's going on tour, but ultimately she is still talking about victims and it just comes across wrong. How is this any different to her posting it online for thousands listeners to see, because she's treating real true crime cases like a game. A couple of years ago, she would talk about the victims with the most respect possible, but now it seems like she sees tragedy as content, not awareness. Do you not think this is insanely unethical? So glad to see I'm not the only person that finds this to be distasteful. Now when it comes to true crime content, I'm somebody who thinks doing that type of content is okay, as long as in your coverage you are respectful and you are getting the details right.
Responded
True
to the
Crime Tour
comments
hasn't
somewhere.
just been limited to her social media comments, but has actually blown up outside of that, with one person getting 33,000 likes discussing this.
Now, let me just get this right. Eleanor Neal is going on tour to go sit on a stage and analyze true crime cases. Like, don't you already make enough money off people's tragedies? And you're going to go on to... Who the hell is buying tickets unless they're a psychopath? I'm sorry. Because if a family member or friend, or even if they don't have to be related to you, it's just mad. Some stories haven't even had their ending in regards to, like, the family haven't even been able to put their mind at ease in regards to, like, okay, this is what happened to my loved one in their final moments. And you decide it's time for you to go on tour and profit off someone else's death or a missing case or whatever and stuff. And it's like, are you even giving money to the families either, or letting them put it back into searching for their loved ones?
I think it's pretty apparent that the announcement of Eleanor Neal's true crime tour and how she went about discussing it has kind of stirred up people's thoughts and feelings when it comes to true crime content, and if it's different if Eleanor Neal went about discussing this tour and announcing it in an entirely different way. Like, if she tackled how she was talking about it in a different way, what she's got. Eleanor Neal, when talking about her tour on her Instagram story, ended up actually responding to some of the backlash and criticisms about it.
While I'm here, I do want to acknowledge the comments, and I just want to reassure you guys above everything else that here at Outlaw, whether it's online in the podcast episodes or in real life, these cases will always be handled with care, with respect, and with real responsibility.
Of course, there's already a discussion about if the tour is respectful or disrespectful and how she was discussing it and the things that she's got planned.
Yeah, like, I think it's already disrespectful as is, right? Like, I don't think you could handle it respectfully when this whole concept is disrespectful. We have live true crime shows, but her response is inappropriate. Yeah, she has not handled any of this stuff. Since she's come back and done all this rebranding and stuff, she just keeps making more and more mistakes. Moron detective tries to frame innocent man. That's the other thing. Yeah, she said we're going to debate about who the suspects are. Why? If you're doing unsolved crime, you should not be doing that. That's messed up, you know? Hold on. I'm behind on chat. I've done several murder mystery parties. Yeah, the murder mystery parties are fun. If she did that, that would make more fun. Like, that would make more sense, sorry. It'd be more fun for everyone. Sorry, still at work of saying thank you for being as good and balanced as you always are. Oh, I got a cancel refund email. Okay, perfect. At least they didn't keep your money. I was just worried about them, like, messing up and keeping your money. But thank you, Scarborough. Yeah. I remember the board game Clue. Oh yeah, I love that. Like, I've always been into mystery stuff since I was, like, really young, right? The concept can work if it was about something make-believe, or like cryptids or ghosts. Yeah, or even like what you guys just said, this untrue crime. Like, make up a fictional case. That, and then be like, hey, do you guys want to learn how I research a case? And then maybe you make up like a fictional case or something, you know, and you come up with like a way to turn that into a show. Like, I guess that could work. Something like that, right? Oh, and the chat just scrolled down for me. Okay. I used to watch her. That's wrong. How excited she is. Yeah, it's weird. I used to watch her too, and then she took a break, and I'm like, okay, I think she took a break because, like, a lot of, like, true crime, it's sad. Like, I made that Ashley video, and I'm like, man, I'm not going to touch true crime stuff for a little bit. Like, I need time off, like a video in between, you know? You know, you need a break in between. And if you're just doing true crime all the time, like, that's sad, man. So I understand why she took a break. And when she came back, I thought that she would have more respect for the victims because she took a break, because she was burnt out on the sadness. But instead, she decided to come back and make her videos more kiki and laugh and, like, have fun. I guess then she was hoping that would break through the sadness somehow. I don't know. I'm assuming. Like, hey, Peter, welcome to the stream. Right, Milton Bradley just turned it into Clue. It's the same game, but different things. Yeah. Oh, the board game Cluedio. Oh, wait, is that a thing? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I thought that was just a spelling mistake. Hold on, let's see. Did she say anything
This
else?
tour, the focus is on the investigation in itself. We're working closely with people who were involved in the case. We're looking at how lines of inquiry developed. We're comparing suspects where it's relevant.
So this was a piece of criticism that she was receiving, that had she reached out to anybody involved in the case, let alone the family.
Above all, the intention of Outlaw is and always has been to honour victims and to raise awareness. And of course, with this tour, we're going to be partnering with incredible, crucial charities and organisations. You guys know I deeply, deeply care about the work that we do, more than I can even put into words. And I'm looking forward to having these really important discussions with you all in real life. So, like I said, the rest of the tickets will be on general sale tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Firstly, I think it's great that she...
Like, maybe that should have been her announcement video, because that seems to be like, if she's donating money and stuff, if you know what I mean? Like, I think that is a bit better, even though I still don't really agree with the concept. Did you see the monthly mystery whodunit box for every month? Yes, I've heard about those. Yeah, but I'm like, I'm alone. I'm like, it doesn't seem fun for me. It seems like it would be more fun if I did it with somebody. So I have seen people do sponsorships with those people, and that looks fun. See, like, if she did a fictional case like that, that would make more sense. If she had a panel and she had like detectives on there or something, and people could talk to detectives about how they investigate, like, that would be fun. That, like, not fun, but like, that would be educational is the word I meant to say. That would be like educational, and people could learn from that and understand the industry a little bit more. Like, that would make sense. But like, I don't know about the way, because I feel like she's just saying this now because of the backlash. Like, now that she has backlash, now suddenly she's donating money to charity. You know? Like, did it say that she was donating money to charity on her website? Or did it show up after the backlash? I feel like it was after the backlash. I don't know.
She's actually working with charities. Secondly, of course, she hasn't addressed all the criticism and backlash here. I didn't necessarily expect her. Look at. Before we end this video, I did want to take a look at a couple more opinions now over on her YouTube community tab, where she announced this, where she got more backlash for...
Oh yeah. So you can see, so here, we can look at the comments, unless she curated them. Hold on. Let's see if she did or not. All right. Reminder. Can you guys read that? I don't know. Does that make it bigger? A little bit. Reminder that people relating to the cases have asked her not to do the tour. Oh. So the relatives of the victims have asked her not to do this tour. She backpedaled real fast. Yeah. And the thing is, relatives of victims have come forward with her before and asked her to remove it. Like, I told you guys this already. Asked her to remove videos and things, and she didn't remove them because there was a brand deal attached to it. Like, I don't know, man. The whole Outlaw rebrand was the start of your downfall, for real. Yeah. And this is like, I would love to do a video on this. You know? Like, and that's what I'm thinking. So for my other channel that I want to start up, I want to cover things like this, and also cover like that Egeen special, right? Or whatever show that was recently. I was like so wrong. Everything's wrong about it. Like, just different things to do with the industry and true crime YouTubers and just all the problems around all this. Because like, I used to consume the true crime content, but then I noticed like more and more the thumbnails were like getting gross. Like, they were really explicit, and the cases that they were choosing, all these true crime YouTubers are choosing ones, not all of them, a good chunk of them. It's either kids are involved, or it's, like eating people. It's like something that's like really, like as if Saw, the movie, was a true crime case. Like, they're choosing stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I find it really gross. So like, now the family has asked her not to do Yeah, this is not going to go well for her. And yeah, I wonder, like, I do wonder, did she have anything on her website saying that she was donating to charity when she first announced it? Because if not, then she totally just made that up. She decided to do that because she got called out. Only Murders in the Building is a good example of stories around true crime podcasts while still being completely fictional. Oh, so there's like a bunch of podcasts that do this then. See, then I would love to actually like that would be interesting if I covered, like, if I did a story of someone like this. Like, my channel's not ready to go and I'm not ready to do the story, and it might be old news by the time we hit, but it would be interesting to feature, like, talk about this story in a video about Eleanor and this mess, and then like the end of the video, like, or the last half of it, feature all these podcasts that do like fictional true crime, so that you get a mystery story without any victims or families getting, used. I think that's a great idea. I'm just double checking in case there's any. No, we're good. I still need to watch A Haunting in Venice. Okay. It's A Haunting in Venice for a fantastic whodunit. Oh, okay. See, that might be fun then too, because if you guys have suggestions of like other content that people could, like, we could point people to stuff that's like more ethical but gives you that, like, investigation feel. Yeah, but you've been so out of touch. Which member of her team told her this was okay? I think she's coming up with this stuff, to be honest. Listening to real people's trauma in the same place. Oh, and this is what I've heard. Okay, this wasn't in the video, but iNabber said this, and iNabber's usually pretty good about research. She's not, you're not taking people to like, she's taking people to like where it happened, essentially. Like she's going to do a talk in a city of where, and whatever crime she's going to cover happened in that city, and she's going to like take people to the location or something. I don't really know how she's going to do that, but this is what was being released. So like that's kind of gross too, right? Only Murders, a Hulu show. Okay. I don't have Hulu, but I'm in Canada. Hulu is not available here for us. I haven't watched the Ed Gein thing because I heard all of the reviews are really bad, so I thought, okay. Plus, I really don't like cannibal stuff. Oh crap. Can I say that on YouTube? I was avoiding saying, I have no idea. I don't really like that kind of stuff because I find it gross. It turns my stomach. So I don't know. That's why I didn't want to watch it in the first place. But then I read an article about, they compared how the show portrayed all the victims to what really happened in real life. And I'm like, damn, they literally ruined the memory of multiple victims. Like they did the victims horrible. Like they did them dirty. So like, I haven't watched it because of that, but that's where like I will watch it if I'm going to make a video, because I kind of want to make a video on it, And so like this other channel I want to do is what I'm thinking about, stuff like this. Because I could, like, I just can't do it on, like, I gotta separate the paranormal and the true crime because they're two very different topics that the algorithm will freak out if I put two topics on one channel. So, what was the point of your rebrand if you're just going to come back and do tone deaf things like this? Yeah. Girl, the whole reason I'm a true crime avid viewer is because it's important to spread awareness about issues and talk about real life people. This is getting way too TV show character vibes and we're not here for it. Yeah. You've lost the plot. Yep. Are you going to be touring with the families of the victims you will be speaking about? Will they be there? Are they getting some of the money? They're not, probably. Like, imagine losing your child or loved one and someone turning it into a concert. Exactly. Yeah, everyone's like mad. No, hey, genuinely, I think you want your rebrand to be more lighthearted and fun, to be honest. I think you should just revamp your content, become a Yap channel. Yeah, like if you want like lighthearted and fun stuff, just become like a Yap channel and stop doing true crime, because you can't do this with true crime. It hurts people. You could change this into a meet and greet and have like a Q&A. Yeah, people would actually like that. That would work actually really well. But yeah, turning it into like this weird true crime analysis thing is ugh. CRL is from that area. I was really upset with the show. Wait, which area? You'll have to remind me in the chat here. Maybe if I was over 150 years old, but she does recent crime. Yeah, it's recent crimes. Yeah. She hasn't curated the comments, no. Which is like, I mean, at least there's that, but there seems to be a distressing level of disconnect with things like this. Yeah, this is the thing, Peter, is I'm just noticing like all the true crime creators on YouTube are turning into like they are losing the plot. That's what it is. They've lost the plot. I've noticed a lot of them have just gotten worse over the last couple of years. They're like competing, I guess, for the algorithm and the clicks. I'm just confused. What would be the purpose of a live tour? Or is it a live show? Do you cover the cases? I can't imagine seeing you live would be very interesting. It's funny. Okay. Awful who asked for this. Why do you love profiting off people's genuinely harrowing last moments? Exactly. Yeah, like it's weird. Oh man. Yeah, Julie. Well, you know, you'll get to healing soon and you'll start to feel better. At least like better from how you feel right now, you know. Empathy seems to be sorely lacking. Yeah. Did they at least give you painkillers this time, Julie? Or are you like, if you are in pain, you need to get painkillers, because if you had surgery, if they cut you open, they should give you painkillers. I've been watching you for years. This is just not it. Yeah. I'm glad Quiet and Usual isn't losing the plot as much as the main true crime stuff. They do high strangeness stories and true crime. Yeah, like that thing, like I don't really watch Bailey's true crime stuff. Sometimes it'll play because I would listen to her to fall asleep, but I like watching her dark history stuff, and I just kind of listen to her voice fall asleep. But I haven't really been, I don't know, Bailey Saren's always been lighthearted and like doing her makeup, and I understand like she has a nervous laugh, but she's never really been like super disrespectful. But I've noticed sometimes with Bailey she gets some facts wrong. So I don't know. It's like Bailey I don't find is that disrespectful, but I can see how people think doing your makeup while telling true crime stories is disrespectful. But I understand why they're doing it is because they're reading the script. This gives them a chance to look down and read the script. And also why else they do it too is that they get nervous talking to the camera, which is why Bailey first started doing it. Because she got nervous looking at in the camera to talk. And she needed to like look away and do stuff to not feel nervous. I'm like, I understand that, like as starting off as new. And this thing, and Bailey's like branched out and she's trying to do the dark history, which I think is a great podcast. And yes, she still got some facts wrong in that, but I think that's what you got to do, right? You got to do a little bit of something else and try to branch out. They're all trying to be Mr. Ballin. Well, I think Eleanor here is trying to be like Bailey, because Bailey is lighthearted. I understand what she's trying to do, but Bailey, it's not really lighthearted as much as it is like Bailey. It kind of feels like you're sitting and talking with a friend about like the latest monster episode that you just watched. Like she's more like conversational. And I think that's what Eleanor wants, because a lot of people want to be like Bailey. I've noticed. Call Me Chris, she's trying to be like Bailey on one channel, and then she's trying to be like Charlotte Dobre on another channel. Like I recognize what a lot of these girls are doing. Now Mr. Ballin, I don't really care for him because he changes a lot of facts in stories. And I used to like him. I like his storytelling. He's really good at it, but he changes facts that are in true stories. And if somebody died in a true story, he shouldn't be changing anything. You know, I don't really care for that. If he is going to change something, then don't call it a true story. A fictional rewrite of a true story or based on a true story, but don't call it a true story. You have no pain meds? Well, I don't know, Julie, like maybe you should just call an ambulance, go to the hospital if you're in that much pain, like to be honest. If you have no one with you and you have no pain meds, then go to the hospital. You got to go to the hospital. What if they were doing makeup while true crime talking in the end the makeup they put on was clown makeup? Honestly, what's her name? Red or whatever. Better Off Red or whatever. She does that. She does like clown makeup, different characters and stuff. Yeah, it's dumb that they didn't give you pain meds. And if your mom took off on you and she was supposed to be with you and she lied to them, then you need to call the hospital. Yeah, call an ambulance and go back. You shouldn't stay at home like that on your own with nothing and no one. It is interesting. True crime is a lot like the grifter paranormal stuff. The more insane revelations they can shoehorn in an interaction with the overzealous listeners, viewers for growth. Exactly. Yeah. And this is the thing, like if I do, like, I'm going to make this other channel and I think I need to be upfront that like, I don't mind the ones that are doing makeup, but I understand where people are coming from with the makeup thing. But I think I need to make that up front when I do this new channel. I understand they're doing it between like looking at the script and their notes. And because like when we look down from the camera a lot, people get mad if we don't constantly look at the camera. I've seen it in comments. All of us have seen it. We need to look at the camera, right? And when you're first starting off your channel, it's a huge expense to get a teleprompter. I ended up getting one because my fibro is so bad, I can only remember 3 words at a time, and I have to keep checking the script. And it was just it was making editing harder. It was making delivery harder. So when I first started my channel, I like took a plunge and got a teleprompter and put it on payment plans because I'm like, I need it because I just can't remember anything. So like, I understand why they do it. And once you start doing makeup while telling these stories, when you start getting comfortable in front of the camera and you don't need that anymore, or you can afford a teleprompter, but now you're known as a channel who does makeup with true crime, which is a thing. So it's like, you got to kind of keep it up, right? Well, Illuminati, she got a lot of stuff incorrect. She wasn't doing proper research and she was, I believe I heard that she was just like copying other people's videos. So she was plagiarizing. So like the thing is, Better Off Red, I like her and she actually does a good job with delivery. She puts in little jabs and jokes at the right time. She makes fun of the killers. She handles it really well, I think. I don't feel like she always features the victims as much as I would like to see, but I think that she does a good job at insulting the killer, which is what like nobody does. Nobody like gets on their butt and insults them. And that's one thing I've noticed with Bailey is that she's often trying to like understand them and see things from their side, and that leads to romanticizing, and I don't really know about that. I don't really like that. So all right, James, yeah, have a good one. A lot of people think I'm Illuminati. It's insane. So I'm trying to remember the name of this. Okay, so let me show you one. Hold on. So this is another one. I can't remember if I unsubscribed from her. Oh no. I'm getting the name wrong. What's her name again? It's Danielle. Kirsty Smith is the MP for Alberta. Yeah, I'm still subscribed to her. So like, how do I show this? Okay. I don't know how to, okay, I'd have to go back and show you guys. Because like, I used to watch her a bunch. For like a long time. And then, I don't know, just over time, I noticed, like, I was watching these episodes and I just noticed over time, like, more and more, I'm like, this stuff is getting more inappropriate. You know what I mean? So, let's see here. We're at 3 years. I don't know. When did this start? I think maybe in the last year or so. I want to show you an example. Okay, so we have catfish thing. There's moms, wannabe rapper. OF dads. Yeah, I think it's the last year or so. Like this is where like she started including a lot of cases that had like a lot of kids in it, and I started like noticing that she's doing more and more kids cases, you know? And I think she's the one that her thumbnails have gotten like a little bit crazy. Okay, like this, the OnlyFans like thumbnail like there, right? Oh no, Playboy model. But see, if we go back, like I just find like she's putting pictures of them in, you know, provocative poses. You know what I mean? Like, and I remember watching some OF cases that she did, and I don't remember the thumbnail being provocative. It's just, I don't know. There's like little things with her thumbnails that have been like irking me. And so I've stopped watching her because of it. Yeah, there's like provocative there. There's a lot of things to do with kids and with families, like, you know, sexual stuff. So like, I don't know. I just find like she's kind of gotten worse over time. So I don't know. There's some of them have just kind of gotten worse. Her and Creepshow Art are like the only YouTube I've witnessed really get run off the platform. Oh, Illuminati? No, but Illuminati screwed up. She's not a good person. She's not a good person, and she accused a lawyer's channel, a lawyer, of plagiarizing her because they used a effect from Adobe. Adobe has those effects. Like, it's not plagiarizing. And picking a fight with a lawyer is like, you know, bringing a knife to a firearms fight. You know what I mean? So yeah, not a smart move. Hold on, let's see. What is this?
Very old cases like Jack the Ripper, but these are real people, and you're making money from discussing it like it's some gossip and entertainment. If you went on tour, even if it's just you and your second channel, not your podcast, it'd be a success. It could be a meet and greet with you and Q&A that'd be amazing, as you are a fun and interesting person. I really think making a tour for the podcast wasn't the best idea. I'm very disappointed because I love you so much, and I think you are so cool, but this is very tone deaf. I think you do a great job in your YouTube videos. However, this is a terrible idea. As someone else mentioned, if it was a meet and greet or a Q&A, fair enough. This, however, is wrong on so many levels, unless you've had permission from the families of the victims, crimes, then this is not cool. Imagine being in mourning for your lost child, mother, father, and a person you don't know pops up and casually discusses your pain in front of a live audience. I'll be very aggrieved indeed. It's one thing to post it to YouTube and make monetary gain and share their stories, but context is everything. Under these circumstances, I can't abide it. All the best with the shows, but it's not for me. It feels so out of touch and inconsiderate. Now, of course, there are so many more comments filled with criticism and backlash towards Eleanor Neal and this decision, and I do wonder if she will address. I'm very interested to see what you, the viewer, have to say about this. Do you think this tour is okay? Some views on this? Any future content?
Alright. I think that's all that he's saying on there. It's just like, I don't know. I'd have to like sit and show you guys all these like thumbnail change. I'd have to go through and like show you the thumbnail changes that I've noticed on some channels. This channel has gotten really gross, and I don't think I'm subscribed to her, but she pops up every once in a while, and her channel's gotten worse and worse over time. And then there's like a mukbang channel where they do mukbangs to true crime. This channel here, she clearly is reading a ChatGPT script. She doesn't pronounce the victims' names properly. And she doesn't actually pronounce certain words properly either. Like, I understand if you were talking about like a true crime case in passing, but if your whole episode is about said case, you should know how to pronounce the victims' names, you know? Yeah, it was legal she picked a fight with, yeah. Hey Jody, welcome. So yeah, it's just like, and see, even this, like, I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't do cases that involve kids, and you shouldn't throw their faces in a thumbnail. Isn't it a little weird to, I just think it's weird to like do these like YouTube videos on kids. I just think it's kind of nasty, you know? And there's so many crappy YouTubers, but then like the actual big documentary stuff, like it's worse. Like the stuff that ends up on Netflix and HBO, they actually treat the like this crap, right? Like this wasn't solved yet a year ago, and they're saying their thumbnail says revenge is what happened with Idaho 4. No, and that isn't what happened. But you're spreading misinformation, and then that gets people going, and then they start harassing people in real life, which is what happened with the Idaho 4, which is a good example case of why you shouldn't be doing this stuff, you know? I do find that Lights Out usually handles the cases pretty well. They do a good job. I haven't listened to Kendall. I know she's married to him. I haven't listened to the Mile Higher thing. I haven't like watched their stuff. But I have found that Lights Out is usually pretty good. Like Idaho 4, this is everything we know so far. That this would make more sense to just do that. But accusing someone, that's pushing it when it's an open case. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a bunch of Idaho 4 stuff that shows up because I just did a video on it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, I'll start like taking pictures and stuff when I notice things. Just like, there's some weird thumbnail changes that have happened over the last year or two that I find that like they're putting more kids in it. People are putting like actual like blood in thumbnails now, I've noticed. Just like, there's a lot, I don't know. They're getting more clickbaity, you know? But I guess like if I did a channel, I do have to be like pretty open about, I don't really see makeup as an issue because I understand why they're doing it. Yeah, exploiting the kids. Yeah, it's weird. I remember watching that video that she put out trying to address everything, and my husband were like, oh, she's so in the wrong. Yeah, Illuminati. Oh yeah. Like her ex or whatever and the stuff that she was doing to them, that all kind of came out during the court case when she tried to sue them. So that's a mess. She's not a good person. Yeah. Yeah, Illuminati, she tries to blame everyone except herself, you know? Yeah, as a father, I'm very, very leery of anything focusing on kids. Yeah, I just don't. I think like if your channel is covering kids a lot, there's a problem. Like you're doing it on purpose. You know. I think it's also a better approach to focus on the case and not the crime. Yeah. Yeah, talking about what the police did or didn't do, what the court case was like. Yeah, and that's the stuff that always interested me, to be honest, is like the investigation steps, you know, things like that. The Idaho 4 trials over, like, he pled guilty. Yeah, but no, that video was from a year ago when people were being harassed because of videos like that, you know? So, I don't know. I feel like, because I have noticed that, I've noticed that Bailey, she says that she doesn't like doing unsolved cases, and I wonder if that's why, because she does once in a while like go off script and speculate about something, but it's she is pretty good about not speculating, though, to be honest. I think like the speculating true crimers that try to speculate on stuff, I think that gets a little bit iffy, you know. I know there's all these like police body cam stuff too. I've heard that their channels keep getting removed and then new ones keep popping up. See, like this, like, okay, a month ago, it's just like you're showing a picture of a cleanup and then you're saying graphic warning. Like, it's just like, this is still tame, but like this is where the thumbnails have started getting worse in like the last year, I've noticed. But also, I don't know if they're going to start reining them in, because now this AI that's like, you know, moderating YouTube is going to start affecting people, I think. So, I don't know. Yeah. Like, this is weird. Look at this thumbnail, too. Is this the same channel? I don't know, man. I don't know. And, like, I used to consume this content. I used to watch this stuff, and I used to like this stuff. So, like, I don't want to, I'm not saying, like, I don't know. I don't want to be like, oh, you're a hypocrite or whatever because you used to like this stuff. But I just think it's changed. Like, it just seems more disturbing lately. Especially the roommates that are suffering from survivor remorse and being threatened and harassed. Yeah, it's bad. Like, I only played a portion of that victim impact statement, and I didn't play the other roommate. The other roommate one is way, way more, like, heart-wrenching. I didn't put that in my video because I'm like, I don't think I want to. I was already throwing a lot of heavy stuff at you guys in that video, and I was like, I don't want to put that victim impact statement in, like, because it's a lot. There's a lot. So, random unimportant thing. Really like your new haircut. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to like do a change of some sort. So, it's like it's more pink and purple in real life. But I was warned that the camera might not pick it up, but I'm like, I don't know. I kind of just like it the way it is. So I think I'll just leave it for now. Like, I'll just kind of stick with this color for now until I get tired of it. My plan is to like grow it out. I'm going to keep dyeing it fuchsia. And then I'm going to do some like low lights of like a deep red or something. And then the cherry black. And I'll just kind of do that. Probably some balayage or something like that is what I'm thinking. But like, I guess like too, do I have anything? Like, I mean, I check my content too, right? Make sure that my content, I know in that call-in video, I pronounced Delphi, and it's Delphi apparently, but like the city didn't get, unalived. Not unalived, I don't want to say that word. The city can't die. It's a city, So yeah, I messed up the name of a city, but that's not the name of the victims. That's just the name of a city. So I don't really see how that's an issue. And it wasn't a video about those crimes. I was doing a video about Colin, and in the process of doing a video about him, I talked about like 10 different cases. So I didn't research all of them, right? So there's still a few out there that focus on victims and families. Yeah, that coffee house crime guy, he does a really good job of focusing on the victims and the families. He's really good for that. But I don't know. Like, if I have anything inappropriate in any of my videos, my past videos too, let me know if there's anything there. I guess I need to check the Amityville one. Because, like I'll say, like, I wasn't really, like, noticing a problem. Like, a year or two ago. I feel like it's gotten worse in the last year. I feel like over the last year, it's gotten worse. But has it gotten worse, or have I just, like, I don't know. No, I feel like it's gotten worse because I tried watching the episodes that I usually watch from these people, and I found them to be, like, too, I don't know. I thought it was inappropriate. The way, maybe their delivery got changed or something. I'm not sure. So, I know the Satanic Panic, that's another one. So people are like, you didn't study this case fully. But again, it's like, on these videos, I'm covering multiple cases. I didn't go through like fine-tooth comb on every case because like I covered so many cases, right? It's just like how, like in the Ashley case, I did a high level of all the BLM cases because I'm like, I didn't go in deep on all of them because like we're concentrating on the Idaho 4 one, right? So, but yeah, do I have anything that's like iffy on my stuff? Because I'll clean it up if I do. I think I just need to check the Amityville one because that is a recent death that happened there. So yeah, I want to check that one. Oh, jeez, my arm just freaked out. Stupid MS fiber shit. I don't think you guys saw it, but it just spazzed. So like, I think none of my thumbnails have like blood in them, right? Other than, did we do something for the circus thing? This was like, it was entertainment. It's not a true crime. So I don't see any blood in them. I don't think there's any blood in anything. Because I think that's where I'm kind of iffy on. Like, okay, I did like lipstick on them. That's different. That's not crime blood. That's fake demon attack me blood. So that one I don't really care to. It's, I guess, if there's a crime attached to it more, Yeah, I don't see any blood. So yeah, I'll have to take a look at my stuff, see if there's anything else there. Loved your folktale video on your Storytime channel. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I have I wrote, how many did I write? The other day I like had energy and I wrote some stuff. Let me see. Oh my god, where's my stuff? I know I have to get offline here soon. Okay, I wrote why is this not in order? Oh, there we go. To refresh it. Right. There's one video, one story that I wrote before, but it's very short, and the video ended up being like 15 minutes. And I'm like, I would like a video to try to last at least half an hour, but I'm going to try to aim for an hour going forward. So I rewrote one story to make it long. And then I wrote another story. And these little stories that I'm writing right now, like these little folktale ones or whatever, they're actually based off Grimm ones. They're inspired by Grimm fairy tale stories. So I have 2 more to post for those. And then I have the SCP story that we're working on. Yeah, I have a Storytime channel. Yeah. I have the SCP story that we're working on. And there are other people that are going to do a bit of voice acting in it. So I got to get that going. Sorry. I don't mean to. I've been awake since like 7 a.m. I'm sorry. Yeah, this one here. And so the SCP one, that is going to be a series. I'll probably end up throwing it on Spotify as a podcast, as like its own like standalone kind of podcast deal. I'll turn it into a playlist on here that will become a podcast playlist. So that's going to be like an ongoing series. I have 2 more chapters of Dracula recorded. I just need to edit it and everything. So I'm going to get that done for everyone too. And yeah, and then I have 2 scary short stories. Sorry, excuse me. And this thing, so these 3 are from Reddit. This one I wrote, and this one I wrote, and these are based off Grimm fairy tales. And then this one is a combination of 2. It's the original Cinderella and the original Sleeping Beauty, like the original tales, which are dark. And just know, like, my future episodes are not going to have pictures or this sort of like still animation thing, because I did, like, full disclosure, I made this with AI. I made these videos a long time ago when I was first coming back to YouTube and trying to decide what I was doing. I don't want to use AI for anything like that anymore. Like, I understand using it when you're broke and you're trying to, like, whatever, like, start up a channel and everything. And I do think that people that have millions of subscribers make enough money to pay for graphic artists. But, so I do pay for stock media. I always have. I just ended up grabbing like picture from stock media. And then I was like, cause it had AI like built into it, the stock media / editor. And I was like, okay, make this do this now and this now. And so full disclosure, yes, I did use AI for the pictures, but going forward, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do more like what I did with like the Dracula and, the Wall of Sleep. This is, H.P. Lovecraft. This is just stock media. And I just have like pictures kind of going through. These ones just loop because this is a fire crackling. So it's just the same picture. This is just the same picture. This is the same picture. So I'm just going to use the stock media for future stories because I don't want to use any AI. But I did write this stuff myself, like it's written by humans. So yeah. So yeah. Sorry. Once I start, I can't stop. Okay. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. We're gonna like look at that for the crime channel because what I have a few things already ready to go. This room, like, it'd be cool if I had things ready to go because I would totally cover Eleanor because that's crazy. Yeah, so, I was thinking I wanted to do, I heard that they're making an Idaho 4 movie, like fictionalized, based on a true story. And, that the family, they're not willing to work on it. Hold on, let me just transfer over here. Hold on. Let me move this to my screen. The family, has said that they don't want to work with them or something, or like essentially the family's like, no, we don't agree with you turning this into a movie. It's also too soon. Like, it's only been 3 years, So I was thinking I wanted to do a video covering that when more information comes out. Then I have a bunch of Zodiac stuff because of this contact that we have here, and she's got tons of stuff, guys. Like the Zodiac stuff, there's a number of videos that we can make. All right, yeah, go get some sleep. And then I have the monster series. I was thinking about doing that for videos too. So like I have a few ideas. So we'll get that kind of going. So once I have some stuff ready to go, then I will announce the channel and I will post it up and everything like that. So sorry, I'm just reading a message. Okay, I am going to end the stream here because we've been talking for a long time. And I might stream on Christmas. Everyone's streaming on Christmas, and I think it'll probably be too late at night. So I don't think that I don't think that I will because it's going to be too late. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out to the stream, though. I know we haven't been streaming every week like I wanted to. So yeah, we will figure it out. Busy day at the record store tomorrow. All right. Oh yeah, Christmas music is like honestly god awful. Yeah. All right, I will talk to you guys later. But yeah, if you guys have anything, any thoughts on any of the crime stuff or whatever, yeah, just throw it in the comments below after or whatever. You can message me too if there's anything that pops up. I like the idea of doing that untrue crime. That's a neat idea that we could like point people to at the end of videos. I think that's a really good idea. All right, but I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.